Hello friends, thank you for joining us. My name is Joel and this is the O2 Drop. You're listening to your favourite made-for-adults Pokemon VGC podcast, coming from Perth, the home of Mark.
Is it?
It is currently. I know it's not your birthplace.
No, it isn't. How do you define a home, Joel?
It's where the heart is, so it's probably just in your being.
Yeah, in that case, my home is in my ribcage.
Same.
Your heart is also in my ribcage?
It can be later, baby.
You're into some weird shit. Whatever happened to good old missionary?
Yeah, that old chestnut. We're in the home of Chris, joined by Chris.
Standing by.
And we have a very special guest, one of Perth's best players, luckiest gamblers.
That one's true.
Has no losses recorded at any casino in Australia.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
No, she wouldn't say it too loudly because otherwise she'll get blacklisted.
We're joined by Ashlee Coe.
Oh, hi, everyone.
Feel free to talk.
Yeah. That's why we put a microphone in front of your face.
I just didn't want you to put it, too close like you were earlier suggesting.
I think if you don't hold it as close as we suggest, the audience will find out why we say to do it.
This is true.
We had some really good feedback from our last episode. It was suggested that rather than speak for women, we go and actually speak to women.
Yeah, it was.
As Pokemon players, that was not easy for us.
No.
We had to
overcome many obstacles.
Well, we went and purchased some hunting equipment and a large net, and we went out and caught a real life female.
Woman.
A real life woman.
A real life female woman.
Yeah.
I was driving here and there was a Poke machine down the street and then there was another Poke machine and then there was another Poke machine. It was like,
Yeah.
And there was a Poke machine underneath a giant box propped up with a stick with a piece of string. It's like, we got one.
It was weird that was the method that worked.
Well, we checked the kitchen first, but then we realized that the Pokies would be an easier trap for Ashlee.
For legal purposes, Mark and I are joking.
Yeah, there's never a female in my kitchen because I live alone with two boy cats.
This episode's going to go so badly that Sister Lily is going to make a call-out video about us.
Well,
maybe.
Think of the views it would get though.
Yeah, true. We'd
become
suddenly get a
infamous.
math audience from the worst kind of people.
and then they will listen to our following content and be like, oh, fuck, they're woke.
It's woke liberal nonsense.
Yeah, well, yeah. So we do have a real female, a real female,
A re-female.
a real female,
A real woman.
A real
You know,
woman.
female is not a noun.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
It is kind of derogatory.
Oh, well,
This is fantastic stuff.
we have a real woman. Just cut all that other stuff, John.
I could do that for you, Chris.
Thank you.
He lied.
You won't. I was going to say you won't. You'll just make me sound worse than I already sound.
The
Maybe you
power of the
should
mic.
edit it so that it sounds even worse than Chris is saying.
True, you should edit the stuff that Chris says out of context to get him cancelled.
You can try.
It could be doable. We could do that.
I mean, literally the last episode, he was trying to do examples of the comments that women, like there's literally just a snippet of him saying, get back in the kitchen, women.
Ooh, haven't I said that as well, though?
Yeah, but I mean, maybe we can, like, depending on how long this podcast goes, we could get into, internalized misogyny and misogyny from women.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
But in Ashlee's case, it isn't internalized. She just genuinely hates other women, but
Same.
It's not my fault.
So there was a regional this weekend. We will talk about Prague regionals, which Joel learnt last week is in the Czech Republic.
Yep.
And we'll talk about the Grand Champions Festival as well that Scraw had with 6,000 players over the weekend as well. But when we have any special guest.
We do. When we have any guest that is not the usual core, we like to find out about that person. So to get to know Ash, we would like to know, how did you first get introduced to Pokemon as a franchise?
Ooh, as a franchise. I think when I was about 7, 6 maybe, 6, 7. Sorry. Anyway,
Don't.
Peak.
Immediately booted from the podcast.
That's all we've got time for. Thanks Ash.
Best
Sorry.
guest.
anyway, and in my primary school library, there was a book, and it was the Deluxe Essential Handbook of Pokemon. And in a very slightly maybe autistic way, I studied that like it was a Bible. And then all of a sudden, I knew all the Pokemon before I could do my times tables.
This is a school library had this book.
Yeah, the school library had a Deluxe Essential
Some
Handbook.
local
yeah.
library.
How many generations were in the Deluxe Essential when you were 6 or 7?
For our audio only listeners, she was doing the hand gesture. Stop making her laugh. We're not going to get anything out of her this whole episode.
Do you remember when
otherwise.
some of the best players in Australia called us unreasonably funny?
I think it was
That is
surprisingly
only
funny.
continuing.
Because for context, when I was in year 1, the equivalent book had 150 Pokemon in it because Mew hadn't been announced really yet.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember each time a new game came out, like the Essential Handbook would come out at the same time.
Yeah.
From like EB Games or whatever. Yeah.
I think it had including Unova. So it was up to Unova. And then, or maybe it didn't. I actually
So
think
it's
it
black
was
and white, Gen 5.
It was either black and white, or I actually can't recall if it wasn't including black and white. And then there was a separate black and white book that I found separately to it. But it was like around that area.
Were you already a gamer at this stage? Were you playing other video games?
I had no gaming. No, I played Crash Bandicoot on my dad's PlayStation
Hate.
2.
All right, nice.
Yeah, that was about it though. I was like literally a small child.
Was that
Man.
something that he like encouraged, or did you just like pick up the controller when he wasn't looking and start playing it?
Oh no, he'd play it with me and my younger sister.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hate.
Do you have any brothers?
No, I've only got 2 sisters.
Okay, so you just wished you were a boy, basically.
Well, it's not too far off it. Like,
Carry on.
Okay. How did you first then get introduced to VGC?
I think when I was about 11, yeah, 11, I played the card game in like a local store in Wangara. I remember being absolutely demolished
Just
by
Cards.
Yuichi as a young child. Very disheartening.
I've been demolished by Yuichi as an adult.
Yeah.
So I know how you feel.
But yeah, and then I realized I was like, I think I like the video game far better than this, because I was horrendous at deck building partially. But and then I looked into it and I never found anything until the 2022 Perth regionals, and that was the first time I ever like actually touched console VGC and not on Showdown.
You were seniors at that point, right?
Yeah, that was my last year in seniors, but it was my first regional.
And how did you do in that? I remember you did kind of well in your seniors run.
I'd say well in quotation marks, I think. What happened was all the other seniors, except for Nick Carden, who was obviously just skill diffed everyone, they all had
Autistic,
Zacian Lunala. Sorry, not Zacian Lunala, that's my team. Zacian Kyogre. And I brought Lunadon.
Nice.
So, and then
This is Sword and Shield for those.
Yeah. And there were 5 seniors, and I placed 5th out of those 5 seniors. But I was supposed to come 4th, but in my final round, I played someone and we went to game 3. And my win con was literally set Trick Room turn 1, win the game. And my Joy-Cons double disconnected. And I timed out, no Trick Room for me. I'm still salty. I bought a whole new Switch after that.
Valid.
What do you think, what were your top, when you say you time out, does it auto lock in the top moves?
Yeah, it auto locks.
Which moves did you have? Just put Trick Room as your top move, and Fake Out as your top move,
It
just in case.
definitely wasn't Trick Room that was the top move, but it was too long ago for me to actually be able to remember which it was.
Okay. So you came 5th out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I saw a 5th finishing, I thought you did really well, but
No.
actually you were last place.
I was actually really bad.
Okay. Well, I'm glad it's been uphill since
Not
then.
much has
Wait,
changed,
yeah.
actually.
I mean, top 8 in your first regionals is pretty huge.
Hey, look, one of the other people at the regionals wasn't even AU, so I got myself a travel award out of it. To
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a travel award to OKIC. and then got absolutely destroyed at O-Kick and went 2-7 because it was my first thing in Masters. And all of a sudden it was my second ever event and I'm in Masters at Internationals. And
with a travel award.
Yeah, with the travel award that I got from my last place finish at the only other event I'd ever gone to.
Classic. Did you have to play any like big name players in your first ever Masters event?
Not that I can recall because I went like I lost the first round, then I lost the next round, and then I won one, and then I lost a few more, and then I won one. So it was like I was in the bottom tables. But I did play my now friend Connor Betts in O-Kick, that I didn't even figure out until a couple of years later.
I said big name players, not Connor.
Damn.
Bravado VGC is pretty big.
Sure. I actually think your first big name opponent probably would have been me at Perth Regionals the year after.
Oh, I don't think so.
The look on your face. They're actually, I genuinely think this needs to be studied. There's a strong correlation between my opponents at regionals and listening to this podcast now. Because that's how I met Ashlee. I didn't know that she had played at O-Kick or played in seniors. She was just this random opponent at Perth and she talked the talk.
Excuse me, we played at locals a few times before that.
Okay, we played.
Damn.
Yes. And
called the fuck out.
I remember, I'm no offense. I remember I stomped you at locals before, and then we paired at regionals, and then you stomped me at regionals.
Oh, I absolutely cooked you at regionals.
it was 2-0, but in my defense,
I 4-0'd you in game one as well.
Yeah. But in my defense, I'm pretty sure I got like a bullshit full para on turn one.
No, I just read you like a book.
Nerd. I had a Vivian, and you stopped me from getting Tailwind up with some hacks bullshit.
Oh yeah, sure. It was just me gambling again, wasn't it? First the Pokies, then the regionals.
Yeah.
What's next?
We haven't got
Lottery
started.
West? I hope so. Should I book it?
You
should.
Now? No,
MSWA Mega Home Lottery is coming up.
Yeah, do you need a house?
They're auctioning off a house that has the grand prize is a house that has a lift in it.
Yeah.
And I don't just mean like an apartment building.
Well, now that I'm getting old, I might need the lift.
Yeah, so old.
Just to complain on that, because I have complained about entering 11 MSWA home lotteries in a row and not winning anything, even though their odds are like 1 in 10 for any win.
Riposo.
The year that I didn't get a ticket, somebody that Emma worked with got a ticket and won first prize.
We've talked about the foot and the soundboard thing. All right.
I can't reach it with my hand.
I guess the heel is better than the toe though when it comes to like pushing the buttons.
And it's a clothed foot.
Yeah. It is a clothed
Well, apparently
foot.
he's pushing your buttons as well. So
So got stomped in O-Kick. That's your and fifth place. We'll call it fifth place. It sounds a lot better than last.
Top 8.
So that was your introduction into VGC. Now we need to do the other puff piece questions. What is your favorite overall Pokemon and your favorite competitive Pokemon?
Well, favorite competitive. It'll kind of depend, right? Because you've got so many formats across so many different like generations and stuff. It's hard to just choose one. And also,
No, you have to choose one.
oh, okay. Oh,
You can answer the question however you want.
well, I quite like Archaludon. This is a top take. It's actually not very good, but I like it because it at Perth Regionals, the same Perth Regionals that I stomped Chris at.
Allegedly.
Oh no, you can look at Arcanine. I stomped Chris. Anyway, I played side Bullet Seed Rillaboom with Archaludon, and it threw all my opponents for a loop at the bottom tables, but still threw my opponents for a loop.
At the bottom tables, just to highlight that bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's competitive or overall?
That's competitive. I think my overall one is like, it's kind of bounced around between Greninja, Wochen, and Gengar, but I think Gengar has the cake right now.
Has the cake.
Those are all really good picks.
If you had said Wochen was your favorite Pokemon of all time, I would have like given you a standing ovation. That's
it was my favorite Pokemon of all time until like 4 months ago.
Okay. What happened 4 months ago?
I have a Gengar Squishmallow, and I really, really like my Gengar Squishmallow. Like I'm a simple creature at heart.
Peak.
Okay. You're like, okay, well, I hope you go back to the Wochen phase because that would be peak. Like Perth's own Moxie boosted.
I could see it.
Since you become a content creator now.
It's okay. Between all of us, we can figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll crack the...
Have you brought Wochen to an event? Not a locals, like a big event. Or a GC or something.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, not a real fan.
well, I don't want to come dead last again. So
How did you? So you didn't do very well the first two big events. At what point did you like start getting not shit?
well, one could argue that I'm still quite bad. So I guess it depends on
You've day two events though, right?
No.
I swear you've gone positive. Like you've gone at least 5-3.
Oh yeah, I went 5-3, like 5 events in a row. And then I finally went a result that wasn't 5-3 at the Sydney regionals recently.
Yeah.
Because I went 4-4 instead, which is
5-3, 5 events in a row though. That's better than what I've been doing lately.
oh, I don't know about that.
Were your 5-3 winning in 5-3s or were they submarine?
A couple of them were winning ins and then a couple were submarines. It's like half. But also I've been like playing the most diabolically atrocious teams the world has ever known. Like I build them myself and I gaslight myself into thinking that I've got it because I do one good game against some like
Hell yeah.
1100 player and I'm like, wow, I'm so good. I've got this. And
You're
then
so
I just
good.
get crushed. It's a bit sad.
Was any of those 5-3s top 64 points?
Oh yeah, a couple of them have been top 64. It's just no day two for me.
Yeah. Imagine going 5-3 and getting 65th because that happened to someone I know. It was me.
I was the person that bubbled someone else out at, I think it was Brisbane, was it? I don't know. I don't know if it was Brisbane or some other event recently. Maybe it was Sydney. But I was
you were their bad resistance?
You were there, like you were the judge at the Hive and because I got like 64th at one, and then the person below me at 65th was like 0.3 on opponent's resistance.
Was that Chris?
Opponent's resistance? No, I don't think it was Chris. I think it was some rando.
Oh, yeah.
If it was this year, then it wasn't me. I haven't been doing that well.
Yeah.
I've been doing like 4-4, 3-5.
I do recall somebody getting animated. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. Pleasantly surprised, but surprised nonetheless.
So you've done the first two regionals for Oceania this season, but you're not playing at Melbourne in May, coming up in 4 weeks' time.
No.
What's changed?
Nothing, because I haven't really been playing VGC. I've been playing too much Among Us. I've been wasting my life away.
Whose fault's that? Who got you into that? Sorry?
Christian.
Christian?
Yeah, Christian Masadi. Shout out to him.
Yeah, fuck you, Christian. Give us our female players back. We need the numbers.
Just getting stuck into Among Us full time.
Is there a competitive Among Us? Is that a thing?
I've like because I play Among Us and I call him and we play Among Us.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden my whole TikTok feed is just Among Us. And I'm like, can I just have one moment of my day that's not Among Us, please?
Sounds self-induced.
You can have many by just simply not playing Among Us.
Yeah, I'm playing Pokemon.
Don't even get me started on Champions right now.
Have you tried Champions?
I installed it and I like set up the game and stuff. And then I like did the first roll to get a new Pokemon and they were all Little Cup. And I was like, ugh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then I did it the next
Were they
day.
Little Cup or were they shit? Because there's no
There's a Little Cup in the game.
There's no NFEs.
Okay, well, maybe they were just all atrocious. They were like the worst Pokemon the world's ever known. Like
It's a pretty small deck, so the chances of rolling something half decent are okay if you keep re-rolling.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my luck is just it's not been very good
Saving
lately.
it for the Pokies.
Yeah, I'm saving it for the Pokies. Is that where we're going after this?
Well, it's a public holiday when we're recording right now, so I don't know what the vibe is at the casino right now, but we'll think about it.
I don't know.
Considering tomorrow's a work day, I think it's pretty empty.
I don't know if I could get into the casino with my hoodie and shorts.
Well,
You borrow some
you won't
pants.
know until you try.
They might have a no jorts policy.
So we talked a lot about both in our subscriber Discord, and if you want to be part of that discussion for as little as $3 a month, you can come join us in our banter on our subscriber Discord. Go to the02drop.com and you'll be redirected to our Buzzsprout. We talked about like the gender, what's the opposite of diversity? The lack of gender diversity, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
In competitive Pokemon and also in like competitive video games in general. And Mark and we've talked about sort of as societal norms and pressures. You know, when you're a girl growing up, you're not really encouraged to play video games like traditionally. That's usually a lot of the boys get together and play video games. The girls really aren't allowed to join in, kind of thing. But you had a sister. Does she play video games with you?
I have two, but neither of them are as much into video games as I am. Well, one of them is and one of them isn't. One of them doesn't play video games at all, really.
Okay.
The other one I tried to indoctrinate into Pokemon from a very young age, but unfortunately I was unsuccessful
That
in
is
my
unfortunate.
endeavors. But she likes to play on the PlayStation 4 in the family room. She plays a lot of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Great game.
Tried to get both of my sisters actually to play Crash Bandicoot, but they didn't invest 470 hours like me, so I just destroyed them at the time trials. There's nothing they could do.
It's like your dominance over the family. That's really important.
Oh, it's because I changed the button mapping on the controllers because to like perform the triple spins and the slide spins better to beat the developers' relics in the time trials. So now when they try and play the time, stop laughing. This is important.
I didn't even know you could on the PlayStation remap.
Yeah, the Crash Bandicoot 4. It's one of my favorite games. It took me a very, very long time to platinum trophy, and I think I cried when I finally did it because it was so hard. But like, I beat the developers' time on Cortex Castle, and that's all that matters.
Wow. That in your tombstone.
That sounded so sarcastic.
That did,
Chris.
it was maybe
Just
it
say you
was.
hate me.
Maybe it was sarcastic. I don't know. So like when you're in school, you're playing your dad's PS2, Crash Bandicoot, and whatever else. Was it like? Did you feel out of place?
I think I've felt out of place in school for a variety of different reasons, but I can't say that's one of them.
Okay, so like it wasn't weird that you're a girl who played video games.
Not really.
That's good. Yeah. Maybe it's starting to normalize in the schoolyard. I don't know. I'm too old to know these
I think
things.
I'm like half your age, aren't I? Like,
okay, you didn't have to like call it.
Pretty close to.
Yeah, legit. And like, did you have female friends at school or through other or just neighborhood or family friends, whatever, that you played video games with?
well, I'm not sure I had any female friends. Period. So,
Yeah, because you hate women. We've already established
yeah,
this.
I've hated women since a very young age.
Yeah, since birth.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. That's fair. It's fair.
Sorry, I know you guys got me on here to be your like diversity hire to like talk about this, and I feel like I'm doing opposite of helping. So I apologize.
Not doing a great job. Well, I mean, what do you find it's an issue when you go to locals or big Pokemon regionals or big Pokemon events, OCIC? Are you like very aware of the lack of female representation?
Oh yeah, it is quite obvious. I think it's less. It's still quite. What's the word I'm looking for? It's still quite noticeable in the TCG, but I feel like there's a lot more female representation among TCG than there is VGC as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I almost made a really bad joke there. I won't
No,
say
do
that.
it. Joel can cut it,
and then we'll cut it out.
I was going to say maybe it's because women stay in the kitchen and they won't have jobs, so maybe they don't have the money for a Switch, but that's horrendous. I won't say.
It also
do
doesn't
it.
even work because TCG is way more expensive.
They can just like borrow like a cheap deck from someone.
Yeah.
They can't
That's
borrow
true.
a Switch.
I feel like TCG can be cheaper than VGC if you do it like as a once-off.
Yeah, there's ways to play TCG cheap enough, but
Yeah.
There is. Do you think like what sort of games are you drawn to? Because I tried to argue, and I got read for filth for this, that women don't necessarily gravitate towards like violent games where you're like shooting or battling or like combat sort of sports sort of games, right?
And before you answer, Ashlee, you are speaking for all women here.
All women, because like I'm like I have two sisters. I have females. They're more playing like Animal Crossing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I want to know like what sort of games are you drawn to?
I know a lot of friends that I have that are females. They definitely play. They're like Animal Crossing. They've all been quite drawn to Pokopia a lot. I mean, I know a lot of people have been drawn to that anyway. But like the Nintendogs.
Nintendogs are so goated.
And is that still a thing?
You can still run it for sure because it doesn't need to connect online. You just need to have a DS in the
Plug it
game.
into your DS, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a throwback.
Also, just for the record, I don't think there's any contention, Chris, that women are more likely to be playing games like Pokopia and Animal Crossing than they are like COD.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
no one's disagreeing with that.
I know
It's
a
just-
lot of women that play first-person shooters
Yeah.
and
Okay.
stuff like that. Like they also quite like their Roblox though, but Roblox is a sensitive subject for me right now, so we won't go into that.
Okay.
Did someone hack you and take all your Robux?
I don't have Roblox myself. I think that's a story for another time.
Bottom cut.
Bottom cut.
Yeah.
I just to interject on Roblox. I went to like a safety thing at like my kid's school because a lot of the parents there are not gamers and they don't understand. And one of the first questions that somebody asked was like, should I let my 6-year-old play Roblox? And before the presenter could even answer, I just went, fuck no. And then I was like, oh, I'm not, you didn't ask me that question. And then the presenter like asked me why I felt so strongly about it and went into the statistics of it. So, yes.
Oh, yeah. I have my own statistics. Not me personally. Not me personally. I know of other people that have been quite sketch on Roblox, but
yeah.
Okay, so you think that, maybe the psychology argument is not accurate. You do know lots of girls that play first-person shooters.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's less the gender and more what the person themselves likes, right? Because I play a lot of first-person shooters. Like I played Crysis, I played Sniper Elite, I've played Elden Ring, not very well. I barely got into that game. That game's really hard.
Yeah.
But to be honest, most of my games that I've played over the years have been like, if you looked at my stack of games in my room, all the DS ones are Pokemon, all the Switch ones are mostly Pokemon that I've actually played. Like not a lot of them aren't that. And then PlayStation, most of it's been Crash Bandicoot with a bit of Spider-Man, but
okay.
that kind
This is
of
an interesting mix. You were you like a moderator on Showdown at one point?
I still am technically.
How'd you get into that?
When I was 15, I was like kind of bored in class because what sort of 15-year-old isn't bored in class?
Yeah,
True.
True.
And I just joined Showdown and I joined the lobby and the random battles room to just, muck around in class a bit. And then I eventually joined the room that I am moderator in and I just kind of yapped in there for a bit, made a menace of myself. It's true. And then I changed my ways and started to be a good presence. Yuck. Anyway,
was that in order to like better yourself, or was that in order to get a moderator position?
I don't think it was about the moderator position. I think it was just like I didn't want to be viewed as a bad person more per se. Okay. But then
I think that ship's already sailed, but okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
So you're still active in the chat room?
Well, I'm not sure I'd say active. I've actually, one of my friends is a room owner in that room. Shout out to her, which she won't listen to this, I bet. So she doesn't deserve to
Tell
shout
her
out.
to listen to it.
Fake friend.
Yeah, no.
Get us some listeners, Ashlee.
Yeah.
You want another American listener?
Yes, we do actually.
Yep. Shout out to our American listeners, up to like 40% of our listens now, which is crazy high.
Yeah. Shout out to my future housemate, George.
How are things going over there in the US?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, please do enlighten us. Tell me if I should come to Worlds as a spectator, because I'm not that good, as discussed previously.
That's true. Whereas you defeated Chris when you two first met at a region. Well, I mean, you first met at locals, but you and I also first met at a regionals.
Did we?
Yeah, I kind of destroyed you.
Well, I don't think we played at regionals.
No, we did.
I don't think we did.
Perth 2023.
No, we didn't.
It was at the last round. We absolutely did. You were wearing a Morpeko shirt, and I made a comment because Sliff was wearing the same shirt.
Can you please stand by while I pull up the arcade?
I mean, you
were running.
I don't believe this.
You're probably more memorable to Mark.
It might be
than
2024.
He is to you. Like,
I can't remember which.
You probably don't remember like a generic white guy that you had to play at a regional. That's probably every opponent. So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
Whereas also, it's like, holy shit, a woman.
A real one in the world.
You were running Roaring Moon, so it was Reg C. So whatever
I don't think I played
was.
Reg C.
Okay, well, one of you's making.
Stop gaslighting me, Ashlee.
I'm convinced. I'm
Not
telling
Reg
you.
B.
I was just talking about how I stomped Chris, and now I'm being told that I got stomped, but I don't think I got stomped. So I'm going to have a look.
She's making this shit up.
Sure, but
100%.
She did beat me. I think stomping's a bit aggressive terminology.
Pulled up the
I
dashboard.
4-0'd you, 2-0'd you. Let's calm down. What year did you say, Mark?
I think it was 2023. Or
I'm just going to go get my admin powers and
2024
subscribe
was
to
Reg
Discord
F,
and block
wasn't
this
it?
bitch.
2023 was Reg B because we just got back from O-Kick.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Anyway.
No. Read it out. I'm hurt that you can't remember, to be honest.
Guess you weren't that memorable then.
It's fair.
The caning I gave you would suggest otherwise. Unless that was such a frequent event that it just molded into all the other ones.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. So we've disregarded the psychology argument I put forward. So let's talk about like the environment.
Okay, sorry, can I just circle back to that for a second?
Okay.
The number of like women playing each of these games is not actually the subject of this debate. Like no one's disputing that women are less likely to be playing Call of Duty.
Okay.
You're just the only one who thinks it's fucking genetic.
Genetic.
I
Hang on a
think
minute.
it's something pre-coded into. I know that society's got a lot to do with it. I think, there's something about the way, like different like hormone levels or like the way people think. Like I think it's. I don't know.
That's called society and how they treat.
No, I see
their-
what Chris is saying. I did actually last episode. I think I mentioned it's possible that it is a contributing factor, but I think the amount that it would contribute is not nearly as high as the current proportions indicate. Potentially, women are like in a vacuum. If they were raised perfectly equally, they might be less likely to want to play certain types of games. But the difference in like the gender ratio would not be as massively high as it is currently.
I'm talking about, there's a whole that maternal instincts and that nurturing
I think
thing.
the closest thing that I can recall, and I could be paraphrasing this wrong, so call me out if I am, but they've studied the way young children play, and young girls are more likely to play as who they are, and young boys are more likely to play as who they want to be.
Interesting.
That's like the main separator in the way that genders play. And I could be wrong, but I've watched lots of parenting things and the like babies documentaries on Netflix and stuff. And I'm pretty sure that's like the main gender difference in play is like how they project the play.
Do you play Dungeons and Dragons, Ashlee?
No, I don't play Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of how you get to create a character. Like I always create things that I'm definitely not. Like I've played like a mushroom. I've played a lesbian. I've played like the most.
Oh, you are basically that though, right?
Yeah.
Mushroom lesbian.
A mushroom lesbian, yeah. No, all my fictional characters in D&D world that I've created are all like the exact opposite of me, apart from the sass maybe. My characters are always sassy. Sometimes the French accent too.
Nice.
Because I'm really bad at it, which makes it funnier.
Can we get a French accent, please, Chris?
Absolutely not. Not right now.
Please?
Put that shit behind a paywall.
Give us a parlez-vous français.
I'll ask you in about an hour then.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's also been like raised about like a safe space at events and like the behavior of men at Pokemon events. And people, I think there are generally some like immature guys out there who get very excited by the fact that there's a girl that's like talking to them at a Pokemon event or their opponent or whatever. Do you? And I've seen that you're quite popular at regionals. There is usually like a harem of male adoring fans.
Well, this is a nice ego boost.
Yeah, you have usually like a posse that's following you around.
It's not big enough.
Well, we could get, you can always, there's room for a bigger posse. But like, do you ever feel uncomfortable or unsafe or like, people are a bit creepy around you? Like, what's your experiences been?
No, not really. The last time I can recall being creeped on was about 5 hours ago by some guy at Coles. So shout out to him. I hope you're not listening.
Customer or coworker?
Customer.
Oh, okay.
That would be peak.
Don't worry,
perf.
but I've had my coworkers thirsting after me as well.
Oh, good.
So that's a different story.
Yeah.
But not at Pokemon events.
Not at Pokemon events, no. Can't.
Okay.
That's good.
That's good. That is really good to hear.
I found that although on that account, I haven't exactly been, wandering off with strange men at Pokemon events. Maybe that's contributed to it. But I like, I've got my friends and I know that my friends are cool. So then, I'm not particularly worried.
When you came to your first regionals, was that, did you know people then or did you just raw dog your first regionals?
I very much raw dogged it. But I had my mum. My mum came to the convention center. So it was like, what was going to happen?
100%.
Who went to OCIC with you?
Both of my parents came to OCIC actually. They threw my sister out to my grandma's house and they were basically like, because the travel award was for me and a guardian, right?
Oh, right.
They were like, why don't we just pay a bit extra and then both of us come?
Yeah.
So
Melbourne holiday.
Yeah, that's right.
This is why I'm trying to encourage my kid to play Pokemon.
Have you put like Pokemon posters in his room or something?
But
Dude, he has like several $100s worth of cards now because he got some crazy pulls from like an Ascended Heroes box. And I'm like, well, these are your cards now, I suppose, kid.
You won't remember them. Just take them.
You were like, please put them in a top loader and sleeve.
No, I put them in like, clicky ones that stay sealed. So, yeah, He's on the right path for keeping them all set. Investment.
Bet he doesn't have that nice Mega Charizard SIR from.
No, he doesn't have the great card that you pulled.
But for flex.
Wow,
Wow.
I'm so
Twice, didn't you?
just once.
Just once. I know someone who pulled it twice. I can't remember.
But it was
whom,
funny
though.
because I literally went to EB Games 2 weeks after release and I was like, oh, yo, do you guys have any Phantasmal Flames? They were like, oh, yeah, we've got 2 boxes. And I was like, can I just get 5 individual packs? And they were like, yeah, you can pull them out from the box yourself. So I pulled out my 5 individual packs and I sent Christian a photo of all 5 packs. And I said, do you want to watch me open these on video call? And he was like, okay. So I get through first pack, I get a hit. Next pack, hit. Third pack, hit. And then he's like, you're going to get that SIR on the next pack. And I'm going through it and I'm getting like, I'm very impatient. So, I just fan them out and he goes, and starts freaking out. And then I drop my nice SIR Charizard on the ground in the middle of a shopping centre.
Oh my God. Amazing.
It's fine, guys. It's fine.
Only a $1,000 card.
What's wrong with you?
What?
That is
And then he was like-
Ashlee's gambling right there. Just peak example.
Reckless.
And then he was like, go back to EB Games and get a sleeve. And I was like, nah, I'm putting it back in the pack. Go in my locker at work. It'll be fine.
Locker's going to reach 45 degrees Celsius. Just humid.
It's always the fucking filthy casuals. Like I'll be in a game store, like
I'm part-time, thanks.
all these filthy part-timers who, I'm in the card store, like pulled fuck all from like, 4 pre-releases. And then one kid comes in and buys like 1 pack and just pulls like the most expensive card in front of me. And it's like, it doesn't want to trade it, but like doesn't really want it anyway, but it doesn't want any of my jank in my binder. So he just walks off with this chase card. I'm like, well, fuck you.
You can, you can count it as like me being kind because I'm sure some kids are going to go into that center and be able to buy some individual packs now because I wasn't scalping and didn't buy a whole booster box.
They're not
Like,
going to get any hits though because you took all 5.
Whoopsie.
They get the joy of opening the packs.
They
though.
do get the joy of opening
Yeah.
packs.
The dopamine rush if they pull anything, maybe. Okay, so we keep talking about your gambling, right? So going back to your posse, your posse follows you to the casino as well because you are now notorious.
So I misheard that. A posse. Yeah.
Not the pussy.
Damn.
You drag the posse to the casino after every regionals now. So it's become a tradition at regional after parties where at some point in the night, it's like, where's the closest casino? Who's going with Ashlee to the casino? And all of a sudden, like next minute, we're all like, trying to like line up to get credit so we can like play pokies, play blackjack, play roulette, watch Kieran blow $600 on red or whatever he did.
God damn. Yeah.
That was so good.
But yeah, so like I have seen you win big. I don't know how Pokies works. I don't know how it like takes out like 10 cents every time you hit the button or something. And like things like, stop and then apparently random patterns, you just get random amounts of money.
Yeah.
No phones, just living in the moment.
Yep.
Just living in the moment. How much? What's your biggest win?
1,500.
Fucking hell.
What?
That's a lot of money,
right?
Is it? What'd you do with the winnings?
It's a good question. I think I got it at the end of 2024 in Melbourne at the Melbourne Crown, and I won 1,500, and my mum was there, and my mum watched, and then because I was like
fuck.
low key broke at the time because I worked at Red Rooster and they gave me 1 shift a week.
Damn.
Rude. So then I spent that money on Brisbane, on the Brisbane regionals for 2025.
Nice.
Yeah. Not that it was worth it considering I bombed that regional because my Kyogre so bad.
So bad.
That guy's an op.
My most embarrassing moment with you at the casino is when I was getting you a drink at the bar and you made me ask them if they had red cordial.
It's a good drink. What can I say? Like,
Which
As
I don't
in
know.
just like you wanted just red
No, she
cordial.
no,
wanted
I wanted gin and red cordial.
gin and red
Okay.
cordial as a drink. And
That's why you said it earlier tonight.
I
Yeah.
refused to order that. I was like, absolutely
The
not.
look that Chris gave me was like shocked, scared.
I just
terrified.
feel like I don't want to like embarrass myself like that with the bartender, who's probably hot because they usually are. And I'm like, hi, so do you have red cordial?
Well,
That's where you make the joke. And I'm getting a drink for a 12-year-old. Do you have red cordial that we can mix with gin?
Have you moved on from gin and red cordial yet?
I don't think I've had it since, but it holds a special place in my heart, and I can't wait to go to the next casino I see and ask for gin and red cordial.
Okay, well, I will not be there while that conversation is happening.
I'm surprised they didn't ID me when that conversation happened right in front of them. I genuinely am surprised they didn't ID me.
I'm surprised you got let in at all, to be honest. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Into the casino. It's like, clearly it's a fake ID. Look at you.
does that mean?
Just young. You're a child.
Not really.
You reckon you're old?
Yeah, I'm Unk.
Half Chris's age, though.
I thought Unk was like when you got to 30.
No.
Unk is like more of a state of mind, right? Like
Yeah.
and
Well,
behaviors.
This is my question to you. Do you think Unk is uncle or uncool? And that really tells us all we need to.
I'm not even going to answer that.
It's uncle.
No, it means uncool.
No, it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it does.
It doesn't.
Google it.
I will Google
Okay,
it.
Google it. Now, are you guys going to fight all episode?
It's going to be such aura loss if I'm wrong about this.
While Mark's looking it up,
I could swear it's like slang for uncle to
It's like
emphasize.
uncool. Like,
em-
you're not
Unk
cool.
is Gen Z/Gen Alpha slang for uncle, used to affectionately or sarcastically refer to men perceived as older
You're
or
not
out
looking
of
at
touch.
the Urban Dictionary. The Urban Dictionary is where it's at.
All right.
yes, that official dictionary.
Yeah, short for uncle.
I don't see that.
You got
I'll hold it
got-
closer.
can't see it, I'm not wearing my glasses.
you got Gen Z, like you got out
See?
Gen,
This
Gen
is proving
Z,
my
out Z.
oldness.
I also happen to be Gen Z technically.
No, you're
I'm
not.
like the oldest possible Gen Z. I'm right at the tippy
Nah,
top.
I don't fucking believe you for a second.
It depends who you ask because some people
I'm asking
define like
the world. Hang on.
All right, well, Google
I was
when
gonna
the
say
border
it's-
between millennial and Gen Z
fucking-
is.
I
It's
fucking
either
will.
95 or 96 is the last year of
Correct, and I was born
millennial,
in 97.
Okay,
yeah,
so-
then you're Gen Z, yeah. So the argument done anyway.
Damn right, I am Unk.
okay.
I am old as fuck, yeah.
Yeah, not as old as Chris though.
No,
I
no.
am aware of my age. Thank you very much.
So back to the Mons and the events and being a woman. Have you
Which is all you bring to this podcast. Yep.
Yep.
have you taken part in sisterhood events at regionals?
No, because I'm too busy sweating at the other side of it.
She's too
bottom
busy
tables.
over winning switches and massive cash
Dude,
prizes.
tell us about that before we get back into the. I want to know we were on a Switch 2 side event a couple of regionals ago.
Yeah.
Haven't you done that twice?
No, I couldn't be bothered to enter the second time. I already had to switch.
It was a cup, right? It was a $200 buy-in. Everyone got a box, and then the winner got a Switch 2.
Yep.
And you won.
Yep.
How many people were in it?
16.
Okay.
That's right. It was lottery to get in, wasn't it? You
Yeah,
had
it was
put
lottery
your-
to get
in. So you win the lottery to
Yeah.
get into the limited person event and then take it out. And it was just straight single elim all the way through, right?
It was best of one closed team sheet until the final game, and then the final
It was best of three.
That's crazy.
God.
But I was
damn.
playing the ultimate best of one team because I was playing my good friend Jacob Marget's Comfey, Archaladon, Kingdra team. So I was like
Kingdra,
playing
that's cooking.
the best team possible to be in a best of one closed team sheets.
Who-
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Good
and
job.
then best of three happened, and I like almost got hacked out of the final game because the opponent had Sandstorm. Sandstorm? Yeah. And I was too stupid to think to myself, the opponent has weather. Maybe I should bring weather. So instead I gambled on 50-50s whether the Dragapult was going to hit my Comfey with Outrage or hit my other guy that would Oko it. Ultimately, I won in the end, but it was far too close.
So you
for
once
Comfey.
again gambled, is what you're saying.
Yeah. You know, I just can't help myself.
You really can't. Honestly, your fixation on the Pokies is quite concerning. There's been moments where I'm like, Ash, it's enough. You're $100 up. You're $200 up. You're $500 up. Like, it's time to stop. It's time to stop.
Were you there
You're
in
like,
Melbourne?
no, just one more. Just one more.
Yeah, and then I win.
One of these days, you're not going to win though,
Yeah, I
and
know.
and
That
I'm
happened
really
a
worried.
couple months ago in my grandma. It was really disheartening.
How much did you lose?
Like 250 or something. I don't know. Wasn't too bad considering how much I've won.
I think my worst day ever at the casino was like about 500 down.
You see, that's why we put limits in. Except if I hadn't have put the limit in, I probably would have got blown more than 250. So
It's people like you. You're the reason why we can't have Celadon Game Corner in our Pokemon games anymore. We used to have slots in. We used to have Pokies in Pokemon games.
yeah, I've heard about that. But you see,
you
they're
wouldn't,
just
you
not
wouldn't have
good,
made it
as
past that
good.
town. You
Yeah,
just
no, I wouldn't have.
stayed in there all day. Gotta get those coins to buy them
Maxed out
Paragons.
money.
Yeah. 8-year-old me had a great time.
Yeah, that actually was kind of fun though. I must admit, like playing the Pokies to get enough coins to get the Eevee and the Porygon, and there was something else you had to get as well.
I don't even
The Eevee was a
recall
gift
that.
on the roof, but yeah, no, Porygon was like the main prize. It was the only way to get it.
Damn. Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay, so do you have any sort of ideas? Well, actually, no, Joel asked you before, have you been to any of the sister events?
See, the other thing is because there's a severe lack of people that can join the sisterhood events. I don't want to wait all day to play this event, right? That's kind of half the problem, right? Like,
I think they
there's-
put them at specific times at our Australian regionals, like 2:30 or something.
I guess that's true, but also,
You got to be there.
yeah, that, or I could be winning a Switch 2, or I
Yeah.
could be getting hacked out of the booster draft league. There are just so many options.
Thing is, though,
That's
like
fair.
the weird thing about having a sister event at a side event at a regional is that it's not like it's exclusive because like there's still a massive hall full of men,
Yeah.
and you also have to be like a registered participant, like to get entry into this event to begin with. And so you're not going to like if you were just like a casual playing woman who didn't really want to compete in regionals but just wanted to play a sister event, you're not going to like pay
could-
for like a 2-day.
You could rock up as a spectator and then sign up for the event.
Okay,
So you don't have to
so
be.
you could just rock up for a few hours and play the sister
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
Is it advertised publicly, like quite extensively? Or
I think
how
in
do
the
you-
side events, it's on the side event
on the
schedule.
event page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you have any ideas like that you could think of like as ways of getting more women into competitive Pokemon? Do you think it needs to start from when they're kids? Do you think it's ways of getting adults into it?
I think part of it is a lot of people don't actually know that competitive Pokemon exists.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard enough for me to find people that like it, and then the people that do like it, they're like, oh, what do you do? Like, do you just play the video games? Do you play the card games? And I tell them, and they're like, oh, I've never even heard of that before.
Yeah. When I tell people that I do a Pokemon podcast, and like people at work, for example,
Yeah.
the first question I always get is, "Oh, I like the cards."
Yeah.
And then the
that's
second,
very
and then if I
default.
go no, and the second thing they go is, "Oh, like on your phone."
Pokemon Go. yeah, 100%.
And like the VGC is never what they.
Sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes they ask about Pokemon Go first,
And then the cards.
but never. Yeah,
Never the
people
video
never
game.
think of like playing the video game. Yeah,
So what do they?
I think we're.
How do they not know Wolf Glick?
I think we're
fucking idiots.
I think we're entering an interesting era for Pokemon though, because like the numbers on champions are crazy. You know, there was like 750,000 people do the first online event in champions.
I forgot to register, so
There's
probably a lot more.
There's currently like a combined like 600,000 people in Master Ball between singles and doubles. So like the numbers are there right now in champions. How do we capitalize on that and convert people to come into locals and regionals and all that is probably the question of the day.
So where we got Ashlee with a big ass net and a van to chuck them in.
yeah, exactly.
put some Pokies down the street. You know?
Yeah.
Well, they did make the best Pokemon in the game a girl boss.
They did.
That's got to be helpful, right?
Jinx.
Behind a paywall, technically, but
What, Floette?
yeah, make a Floette.
Yeah,
Girl
I'll
boss.
pay that as a girl boss.
What would you pay it as, Ashley? You look skeptical.
No, I was just trying to think of what you meant. Like, I was just trying to envision the Pokemon, and the only thing that came to my mind was Jinx. And now you say Floette,
Yes,
and
that
I'm
is.
like,
She is the girl boss.
Floette comes very close to killing two people right at the start of the game. It's very funny.
Yeah.
that's very girl boss.
Whoopsies.
Sorry, I had a bad day. Haven't had my, frappuccino yet.
I would have my coffee.
My almond milk macchiato.
The funny part is, it would be completely fine if it did, because they were French.
God damn.
Well, the French did quite well in Prague. Just the spoiler when we talk about Prague.
You mean just like
Oh, we're actually
at
gonna talk
VGC
about
or just in
Pokemon?
general?
We're going to talk about Pokemon, not just sexism. I'm sorry.
Damn. What about misogynism? No, I'm joking. Joking.
Actually,
guys.
it's like, we haven't got into the sexism yet. I want to do some of it.
You do like to collect your isms. I'm not going to go too much detail, but
You're giving me a bad rep right now.
yeah, that's the whole
Real
point.
bad rep. I promise it's untrue.
This episode is actually just one big smear campaign.
Yeah.
This is what you get for beating me at regionals.
We're going to turn our 15% women audience into 0% real fast.
Guys, I promise. I don't actually hate women.
We can
Only
actually,
one in particular.
yourself.
Hey, two in
God
particular.
damn,
Two in
damn.
particular.
Particular.
Oh, no, wait, who's the other one?
For the bottom cut, Mark.
Okay, nice.
That's
Good to know.
behind a paywall.
So your idea to get more women into Pokemon is advertising
well,
or marketing.
yes, that, but I guess it depends. But yes, advertising would help a lot. I can see how advertising would help a lot.
Yeah.
But advertising would help with all demographics, not necessarily just women, right? Like it's
100%.
Do you think, like when you went to school, was because we had like computer time, but this is like, I'm talking about the days of like when they had touch type like lessons, right? This is like old school.
I did touch type lessons when I was 10. Now I can touch type.
I can't touch type. But do girls like is there computer lab sessions in schools where like girls are playing video games in school? Like, do we need to start encouraging this at a young age?
Papa's Freezeria, Papa's Cupcakeria, Papa's Pizzeria.
Do kids still play coolmathsgames.com?
Yes, that's where the Papa's Freezerias are all on.
Yeah.
But I don't think Papa's Cupcakeria or whatever is going to be what gets people into competitive gaming.
Sorry, Chris saying that he can't touch type just gave me the like boomer thing of him.
No,
like,
yeah, I do. I type with like one finger on my left hand and like three fingers on my right hand.
That's horrendous.
It's kind of like a hybrid.
I'm honestly kind of this. I can touch type, but I only use like at most two fingers on it. Like I touch type, but I don't do it the way you're supposed to.
Yeah.
I don't look at the keyboard.
It's a really good skill because especially, it's a great skill to have. I'll be in uni. I don't even have to look at my keyboard. I can just type exactly what's on the
Do you know what really fucking upsets me? When you're hot desking at work and every fucking desk has got a different keyboard and you have to relearn it every fucking time.
Yes.
That is the worst. Hot desking does not work if you fuck with my keyboards, government of Western Australia. If you're listening, cunts. Sorry, slight tangent.
Yeah, I touch type completely with my left hand and then I type with three fingers on my right.
Are you left-handed?
No, I'm right-handed.
That's
I
weird.
actually entirely type by smacking the keyboard with my knob.
Okay.
You're what? Oh, sorry.
Is this why your editing takes so long for YouTube? You're just operating the controls with your knob the whole time?
Don't you dare edit that out, Joel. For the record, Joel just pressed that soundboard with his left testicle.
Yes, I love
We're
it.
all very talented over here.
Yeah.
Let's get a woman on the podcast so we can talk about Mark's knob.
For the record, Ashlee, knob is slang for penis.
Oh,
God. Okay,
She genuinely didn't know. We're an educational podcast.
thanks for the clarification.
You're so welcome.
This could be the episode.
cancels us.
Yeah.
Ashlee, do
It's not your fault.
you have any
We're all just
advice for any of our female listeners?
Women.
Well,
No,
it's a
female listeners is
description.
fine.
Thank
Okay,
you.
fair.
Because
It's an
female is an
adjective.
adjective. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
okay,
you.
yeah. Sorry, you're correct.
Fuck me.
Jesus Christ, Joel.
Any of our female listeners who don't really play competitive Pokemon that much, but just tune in for the podcast because, I don't know, they've made bad life choices. How should they get into the game? Like, what do you recommend?
It starts with making other bad life choices.
Yeah.
Well,
True.
first of all, I would highly recommend my favorite website, Pokemon Showdown.
Yep.
That's good for team building. Watch some Wolf Glick videos here and there. Try not to have one where he's in the frame too much, or you won't really pay attention to it. Sorry, I'm joking. Anyway,
Do you really think I reckon I don't like his hair.
no, I think Wolf Glick is Wolf Glick's.
Okay.
Wolfglick is good looking.
For our audio only listeners, Ashlee was kind of just like, I don't know, slurping her face then when she was
I wasn't doing that. Don't believe it. Don't
licking
believe
her
it.
lips.
No,
Okay.
no. This
Okay.
is false.
Yep.
Fake news.
So go to Showdown,
Yep.
watch some videos, listen to the O2 drop because we're very informative and educational.
It's true.
Go to locals.
Yep.
Attend regionals.
Go to the Pokemon events app locator
Subscribe
or
to the
website.
podcast and add me on Discord.
Yeah. What do you want to plug your Discord?
Not really.
Oh,
I don't want a whole bunch of randoms on it.
true.
They'll find it if they subscribe.
That's a very good point.
I'm helping you out here, Chris. I'm trying to
Yeah.
use this to garner you some more subscribers, and all you're doing is trying to
True. So if you want to stalk Ashlee online, please subscribe to the O2 Drop podcast first, and then
Yeah.
you'll have access to her Discord.
Yeah. Ashlee will be your first coach.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend that.
I think you're one of Perth's better players. Like I would,
Oh,
if we had to do like a interstate warfare, whatever war games between all the states of
State of
Australia,
origin again.
state of origin Pokemon, and we
I
had to
think
put together
Kieran would
like
disagree.
if we put together like 8 Perth players, I reckon you got a chance.
I don't think so.
I mean, there's who else is there? Like Oreo.
Kieran. Got Kieran.
Kieran is one player.
Pete.
Shout out Oreo.
Tim.
Yeah, Tim, Kieran, Alistair, if he comes out of retirement. Sure, you can make an argument for someone like, well, Dan doesn't count anymore. You can fuck off to Cairns. But like, you got people like Phil and Mark and Peter and that are like, on the cusp. Peter, Robeson, Matt
Yeah.
Slocum.
Yeah, definitely Matt Slocum. See? So many people.
Yeah, but that's like we've only named like 8. You know, you've got a shot, is what I'm saying. You know, and we also need the diversity quota. So you're on the team.
Yeah, that's true. I think Kieran would disagree again on that one.
Kieran, if you're listening, you're part of the problem. Put Ashlee on the team.
Please don't.
Do we have we done the misogyny to death? Can we talk about?
No, not yet.
Can we give her the guest questions that have been submitted by our subscribers?
What can men do in?
Sorry.
I mean, if the answer to what can men do to make the environment more welcoming to women is do nothing, then that's still solid advice.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I can't really think of anything more, right? Like, what do you? Well, you know.
Don't be a shit cunt.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay. Guest questions, and then we'll move on to Pregu.
Okay. Do you have a favourite Poke machine? Your biggest win is $1,500. We've covered that. Do you have a favourite machine?
I like the one that I won the 1,500 on was called like Lightning Storm or something.
Okay.
But there's this really nice machine in the Perth Crown Casino. Even though all the Perth Crown Casino machines are all the same, there's like 4 of this. One machine, 2 machine, 3 machine, 4 machines, and then there's like 10 million around the casino. There's not much variety. But there's this nice Grand Star one. And I quite like the Grand Star one because I hit like a mini Grand Star and got $300 on the spot. And that made me really happy.
That would
Very
make
nice.
anyone really happy, I think. Pay attention. This is Kieran, are you learning? You're not gambling correctly. Take some tips.
Play the Pokies.
Yeah. If you had to retcon a panelist in any way, who would it be and why?
Well, Dan, because he moved to Cairns. There you go.
So you want to wreck on him moving away?
Yeah.
Great
How dare he
call.
leave Perth, which I
Yeah.
will also be doing at some point.
Dan?
I mean, who said that?
Dan, if you're listening to this,
Yeah, fuck you, Dan.
Ashlee, and preemptively at you for leaving as well.
Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I'll get too excited otherwise.
The standard Skittles question for every guest is, what is your favourite Mega Evolution? Which Pokemon would you give a Mega Evolution to? And which current Mega Evolution would you retcon in some way?
Mega Evolutions. Gosh.
Were you alive when the Mega came out the first time?
Well,
I think I was playing when it came out the first time.
Nice.
My first Pokemon game was XY.
There we go. So you can
Huge.
answer this question.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, that was like a long time ago.
Mega
Well,
Gengar has
Well,
a
I've,
Mega.
I've got
Yeah,
some news
Mega
for you,
Gengars.
Ashlee.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
back.
They are back.
Would you believe it?
Oh, I've been too busy with other things.
Because you're at uni as well, right?
Yeah.
You have a job, which is very rare in the Pokemon community. It's only you, me, Marcus, Dion. I can't think of anybody else. Maybe Dan now as well. And he doesn't even play Pokemon because he lives in Cairns.
I'm not sure
So-
if job would be the word though. I feel like more of a slave at the minute. Even though I get paid, I feel like I'm a paid slave.
yeah.
Cole
that's
CEO,
a
if
bit
you're
of an
listening.
oxymoron.
No, you aren't.
It's like they don't pay you enough to live on. So it's kind of like, it's like more torture. You know, there's like edging.
Never mind. I'll go back to
Wow.
goals.
The analogy.
That's what it is, right? Like, they're teasing you with income, but not really giving you income.
In my income's okay for what it is, right? But like if
You
I
showed
was,
me your bank account
You're
before.
welcome.
It wasn't that bad.
no, it wasn't. But I guess that's because I don't pay like bills or anything. Like I live rent free at home with my parents. Like the only things I pay for are the fuel for my car's insurance, my car's registration, nothing else. Like I don't really pay for anything else. It's all my car. That's where all my money goes, into that piece of metal across the road.
You a good driver?
Well, I haven't had any infringements, so I'd say yes.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice. Andrew, my partner, if you're listening, worst driver ever. He almost killed me a few times.
All right.
Nice.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Is he not allowed to drive your new car then?
Oh, no, he's not driving my new car. Absolutely not.
Can I drive it? No, I'm checking.
We'll see.
Nyong. From what I've seen, getting it out of your garage is quite the effort.
It's quite tight, like my hole. I'm sorry. I don't know where I'm going with this. You didn't answer my question about Megas, though.
Oh, sorry. Favorite Gengar, least. What was the other two? Least favorite and
No,
Retcon.
one you'd retcon and one you'd give a Mega 2.
Give a Mega 2.
So you could give like Mega Archaludon, Mega Roach.
Oh yes, that's a good choice.
Yeah. What would it look like?
I don't know, a bigger bridge.
A bigger bridge. Just build a bigger bridge.
Look like the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Instead of
Not
being,
big enough. Try
instead
the
of-
Golden Gate Bridge.
Would it
make
still?
it 2 suspensions instead of just
Yeah.
1.
Would it have like a Dunsparce? Would it? Would it still be Dragon Steel?
God, this is a question.
It is a question.
Well,
that's
it would definitely
factually
be
correct.
steel
Yep.
because bridge.
Yep.
And then
Could be made out of wood, just for the record, or stone.
That wouldn't be a bridge, would it?
You could have stone bridge. Do you know how, like before we learned how to do metal work, we had to build bridges in other ways, right? Back in the 1700s.
Are you speaking from out of like your memory or experience here?
Damn.
Fuck.
Damn.
I'm trying to insult you.
This is why Chris is sexist.
Yeah. I know that women don't understand basic infrastructure and how to build
Holy
bridges,
shit.
but I'm just saying it's not the only way to build a bridge.
Brother.
You're cool.
Anyway, so it's just going to be steel.
Just a quick disclaimer. The O2 drop fully supports women in engineering. This is not the position of the podcast.
Thank God for our disclaimer on every episode posted.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
The views expressed in this podcast are not necessarily the views of the
I just want to
O2
say
drop.
that's very validating. I feel very validated that you guys think I'm funny. I'm very happy.
Thank you.
Okay. And
You're so welcome.
you're so welcome. What is the Pokemon so you got give it to Mega Alcalodon? Probably going to be Dragon Steel by the sound of it.
Yeah, probably.
And what about a Pokemon you'd change that has a Mega already?
Beedrill. Why does that guy get a Mega? What did he do? It's literally a bug.
How dare you?
I'm going to have to back Beedrill up here. It's in our top 3 Megas of all time in our bonus content poll.
Some fucking hell.
It's a good design.
Mega
It's
Beedrill
sick.
is so good.
Did you like the meme I sent you today? Did you watch it? There's someone on Champ using
the round thing.
Mega Beedrill using round because it's really fast.
I gave you shit because Slocum shared that same thing with me a week prior in the same group chat. But
Fuck you, Slocum.
Chris didn't see it because he has a job. But
I check Twitter once a week because I'm fucking busy carrying this
fair
podcast.
enough.
Yeah.
But for context for everyone else, there's a thing where Mega Beedrill uses round, and then the Sylveon next to it also uses round.
Pixelated round.
Yeah.
Pixelated round is like 140 base power.
Yeah, it becomes 120. Oh, sorry, Pixelate gives the extra. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it takes it to like 144.
Yeah.
And it's just been taking scalps.
Yeah.
Does
Because
round work the
imme-
same as pledges, where it like goes immediately after? If they both
Yeah, so
select it?
the second user of round will go immediately after the first user of round. So that is a hilarious strategy.
And Mega Beedrill with
45?
I think it's 150 base speed.
100. Yeah. Okay, we'll go.
I think it's
don't think it is, but
145 base attack and 150 speed. It could be the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a bad take, Ashlee.
Well, I'm sorry, but I wasn't thinking about competitive. But like, it's a bug. It's fully evolved at level 13. You're telling me you can have a level 13 that can mega evolve?
Shit, yeah, I am.
Like,
Is it because
There are
it's-
level 1s that can mega evolve, to be fair.
okay, yeah, that's true.
Is it
You got me
because Beedrill's too phallic?
there. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just hate.
Isn't that like
I hate
reverse
men
sexism?
too.
It's fair. I hate them too.
It's not only men that have penises. Ashley also hates trans people as well, I guess.
Whoa, hang on a minute, guys. Guys, I promise I'm not a bad person. It's sounding like it right now, but I swear I'm not.
If you could retcon them on without taking away its mega, what do you think you would do?
Well, so you're telling me the Pokemon doesn't exist, but the Mega does?
No. So retconning, like changing the mega, changing its ability, stat spread, something like that.
Just for the record, Joel, so just quickly, you were right. 150 attack, 145 speed.
That was a huge guess, and I only remembered it roughly because I saw a speed tier, and Alakazam was at 150. Mega Alakazam was at 150, and Beedrill wasn't next to it. That's the only thing that
Okay.
got me there.
Anyway, sorry, Ashley, please continue.
The break was welcome because I can't even think of some Megas right now. Like I'm struggling.
Just pick Mega Floette and take away Fairy Aura and give it
Yeah.
something shit like Trace.
Truant, maybe.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mega Floette with Truant.
You know what?
Damn.
Actually, Sharpedo has a pretty mega. Like it's not very design. Its design is pretty So is
Okay, interesting.
Absol's actually.
The new Absol. I like the
Absol's
new
not a
Absol.
fantastic mega. Oh, there's a new Absol.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm a bit behind in my Legends ZA.
out of
You might be able to
It is
notice.
a more emo child. Can't wait for that to be available.
More
in Champions.
fringe, more spikes, more edgelord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a,
So it's
got a
giving
red
goth
fringe.
emo.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got a red fringe.
Maybe I won't retcon it then.
Okay.
Sharpedo it is.
Poor Sharpedo. Skittles wants to know how the Switch 2 is that you won. Is it still going well for you?
It's brilliant. I feel like I'm neglecting it though. I don't spend much time on it. I'm too busy on my phone playing Among Us. Yep.
Tim wants to know when are you going to throw Kyogre into the river?
Which river is the question? The Brisbane River? When I'm next in Brisbane? The Perth River? When I finally leave my house? Like,
How are you going to throw? Like, are you going to get like a Kyogre plushie? Are you going to throw
I've got
your
a
game?
Kyogre plushie. I
Just
brought
throw
it
your
with me to
Switch too.
Brisbane,
So-
and it let me down.
So you're going to throw it in the
Damn.
river? We got to get this for O2 drop content.
God,
Kyogre returning to its home.
it let me down.
We could go do it in the Swan River.
Just put like, I don't know, woman rage quits in Pokemon. That'll get clicks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ashlee, this is from Warren. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh,
And don't say women.
Damn, that's exactly what I was going to say. No, okay, so this is totally irrelevant to Pokemon, and this is a very much a vent about my job. So for anyone who doesn't know, I work at Coles as an online shopper, right? So when you get an order, you pack things into bags, and you'd think some people have no concept of spatial awareness at all, because I pack my bags like a game of Tetris. The bags I pack are brilliant. Some of my coworkers, they'd be throwing stuff in, and all of a sudden they're trying to fit 10 kilos of stuff in a 6 kilo max bag, and the bags are breaking, and the click and collect customers are yelling at me, and I'm like,
Is it like when they get into that role, is there like a training they have to do? Like to pack
you have
a bag?
to do online training.
Online
but
training,
like,
yeah.
No, you, need to you need to sit there with a physical bag.
I complain to my boss every other day because my coworkers, they literally drive me mental. Like there's this one, the other day I saw my coworker, there was like baby food, like, you know, like the ones that like pick things up, the like the small puff things. Joel, you might know what I'm talking about, the like puff things that kids eat to like train them.
Yes, yeah.
And they're like 12-gram packs of these things that the whole design of them is to be small enough and light enough for a small child to pick them up to practice fine motor skills and eating. And my coworkers will throw them at the bottom of the bag and chuck some hand soap and stuff on top of them, and they'll just crumble. And I'm like, what? I was like, I hate,
This is why you're the manager. You need to
I'm not the
teach-
manager.
I thought you were.
I'm a team lead.
Oh, well, what's the difference?
More
Lead.
responsibility, no more pay.
Yep, that's it.
I used to be a big advocate of online shopping, and now I will not do it because I had experiences like that more than once, and I was like, this is dumb. I understand minimal effort at any job, and like,
But it's just, it's literally so easy to take it out, put something else in underneath, put it back on top. It's not that hard. And then the same person did it with like a bag of Doritos, and then they put like 3 1.25 drinks on top of the Doritos. And I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, anyway.
Do you know, this is from Greg, do you know what a Tim Tam Slam is?
I was just thinking that.
Do you know what a Tim Tam Slam is?
Yeah, it's when you bite the Tim Tam and then you drink milk out the Tim Tam. Include in.
Yes, Greg, she does. Is that like an in joke? Did you not know what it was in a previous discussion?
No, I've got no idea where that came from. Maybe he thinks I'm a fake Australian.
Yeah, forget fucked, Greg. I'm gonna. Do you watch wrestling at all?
Not really.
Okay, I'm gonna glaze over that question.
good.
Keep going. What is your favorite Oran Berry tech in Pokemon Champions? Well, Greg, she doesn't play Pokemon Champions, so we're skipping that question too.
Oh, no.
What's Oran Berry? Isn't that only 10 HP recovery?
Yeah, people joke about the fact there's so few items in the game that people are going to use Oran Berries because Oran Berry is in the game. 400
VP. Greg wants to know why I'm the worst Mafia player. I don't know.
Chris is actually a good Mafia player in person.
Thank you, Ashlee. See, this is why we get these guests on. They're amazing. You should get her on again. You'd be a regular. You replace Dan, maybe.
Your skills of in-person Mafia have been told.
Thank you.
On the podcast previously. I think Amy also advocated for your in-person.
Chris was actually kind of the goat. He was sleuthing. Like he knew. I made a sound like I breathed funny as Mafia, and he was like, yep, it's you. And it wasn't even like a random guess either. He actually justified how my breathing made me Mafia because I breathed funny at a certain time. That made me Mafia. And I was like, are we serious? Like,
that's some high-level sleuthing.
If you had to vote, like, I was just looking at the questions, and this is a screenshot of our poll. If you had to vote between Rayquaza, Delphox, and Beedrill as the best Mega, we know it's not going to be Beedrill. So you're going like...
Oh, I'm actually a Delphox hater, so I'm going to give it to Rayquaza.
Wow.
That's a base take.
I do look forward to Rayquaza winning this battle.
The rest of the questions, there's not really any other questions that we got submitted because it didn't give people much notice. Have you ever listened to My Chemical Romance before?
No, not really.
Okay.
Sorry, Jamie.
I'm more of a like heartbroken pop kind of girl.
Okay. Like a Lana Del Rey or a Taylor Swift.
More niche. Ew, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's fair. Good call.
She's a billionaire. We hate her.
Yeah. Give
And
me
because
money,
she's a
bitch.
woman. Sorry.
You're really driving this bit home.
What?
sorry. I just
Sorry,
can't help myself.
We'll edit all this bits out. It's okay. No one will hate you. What do you have for breakfast at a regionals event?
So I don't really eat breakfast.
Like ever?
No, not really.
Energy drinks?
I'm not even joking. I had my first energy drink 2 days ago.
How did that go for you? It was
I
a
felt-
Monster. What flavor Monster was
Okay,
it?
it was ultraviolet Monster.
All right, and
It was kind of the aftertaste was quite funny because I
Yeah.
never had an energy drink before. Like, how did I get to 19 years old, almost 20, without having an energy drink?
so unk.
Well done.
Oh, so good. And then I had to do my assignment and I gave up and I was like,
So you didn't get you didn't just get this like caffeine rush and you're just like, I need to get to a pokey now.
no, because the other thing is I don't drink coffee. Like I
So you'd
don't.
be sensitive to caffeine then.
Oh, I'm super sensitive, but I was like hoping it'd like make me lock in and it actually didn't. So then I went and got a Celsius because I bought a whole bunch of energy drinks because I was like, I don't know which one I'm going to like. I've never had it before.
Yeah.
So then I get the Celsius and it was like a watermelon lemonade thing. And it was like, and I finished the Celsius, I finished the Monster all within about an hour. And I read the bottle of the Celsius and it says, do not consume more than one per day. And I'm sitting here after having not only just a Celsius, a Monster as well. And I'm here like,
Palpitations.
ooh, yeah, no, my chest did actually feel a little bit funny afterwards. I was like, maybe I should have a third, then I won't have to do this uni assignment. Sorry. It's a joke. It's a joke,
I'm
guys.
just imagining, like, I've never had an energy drink before. I'm imagining you going up to, like, I don't know, Coles or wherever you buy your drinks from and going up to the sales assistant, like, can I have one energy drink, please?
Could you please
Hello,
recommend?
I would like one caffeinated beverage, please, not coffee.
So tell you what, I also got a 4-pack of grape solos, solo energy grape flavored. And I've actually had 2 of the 4 because they actually taste really good. I'd drink them for the taste. They were actually fire. That's my hot take. Drink solo energy grape. It's good.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Nice. Thank you for that, Chris. Shall we discuss Pregu?
Do we have to?
I mean, everyone's kind of very tired of Regai at this point. I mean,
Well, I need to play it, so I want to talk about it.
Yeah, so
There's a Smeagol mirror in the final, which is pretty sick. I like Smeagol.
Yeah, 3 out of 6 Pokemon were shared between the finalists,
This is Victor Medina, serial runner-up.
aka Spanish Harry Potter. Is that the one?
Yeah, Spanish Harry Potter. He does actually look like Daniel Radcliffe.
Do you think he's hot as well, or just Wolfie?
Depends on the day, guys. Depends on the day.
Fair. And Louis Fontvielle. I am not going to try and pronounce that in French. I know I
Give
said
us
it.
the French accent.
Fontvielle.
Louis Fontvielle. Vivian. How was that?
Would you pronounce those
Croissant.
L's, Mark? You're our local French expert.
Baguette.
Show me.
Louis Fontvielle.
VA, yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, interesting team, I suppose. Dan referred to it as the fuck ass Koraidon Ice Rider team.
That is the official name.
Yeah. For those of you who have stopped paying attention to Regai, safety goggles, Incin, Terra Water, Clear Amulet, Koraidon, Terra Fire, Assault Vest, Rillaboom, Terra Water.
Should point out that it had low kick as the fighting
It
coverage.
did. Life Orb, Landorus, that's the Incarnate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Terra Water, Leftovers, Calyrex Ice, Terra Fairy with Leech Seed,
Gross.
and Sash, Smeagol, Moody, Terra Grass with Ruination, Spore, Follow Me, and Spiky Shield.
I mean, it doesn't need fake out if you've got 2 other fake out users on the team.
Yeah. So that is the fuck ass Koraidon Ice Rider team. And
That is Fucky for short. The fuck ass Koraidon Ice Rider team.
Fakir.
Yeah. And then Victor had Shadow Wider, or
Did.
Scooby-Doo, as we like to call it. It was Terra Dark, Life Orb, Calyrex Shadow Rider, Terra Water, Zamazenta, Rusted Shield, obviously.
Proof that, Nasty Plot never gets wins.
Yeah. As Mark says, Nasty Plot never used in VGC. Incineroar, Terra, Water, Safety Goggles, nothing spicy on the moveset. Smeargle again, Spore, Follow Me, Wide Guard, Fake Out. So a different set. Terra, Ghost, Focus Sash.
2 wide guards on this team is heinous.
Heinous. There was a lot of spread moves in restricted formats. Raging Bolt, Terra Fairy, Booster Energy with 3 attacks and Protect, pretty standard. Rillaboom, Terra Fire, Assault Vest, also very standard. It did have U-turn instead of high horsepower, in case you're wondering. Probably not. So yeah, that was Victor's team. He does look like Spanish Harry Potter. I'd go there.
Number 1 Pokemon into day 2, tied between Shadow Rider and Incin. And then Zamazenta Crown actually had more usages than Rillaboom, which was the second most used restricted. Rayquaza, Ho-Oh, and Giratina Origin all got one into day 2.
It's cool. I think it's really interesting that if you look at day 2, Smeargle was number 8 at 17.3% of non-restricted Pokemon. So cracked like very high up in the top 12. That's wild.
My question is, how many Muckalolas were there? Hopefully 0.
None in the top 12.
Wonder why.
Is that what you're worried about going into a regional, is it?
Yeah, that's actually the real reason why I'm not going to Melbourne, because I'm too scared of...
Muckalola?
Yeah.
No mucks made it to day 2.
There you go.
No mucks given.
Do you know what the worst restricted in day 2 was?
Kyogre, probably.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. All right.
Literally.
Did the Rayquaza do better than...
Well, I don't know, but okay. In the top 8 most common restricted, Kyogre was 8th.
Fair.
Yeah, because that guy's an op. You click Origin Pulse and he misses every time.
I think if they buff Origin Pulse, and I think they should, buff Precipice Blades as well.
I think they should as well. They give us Ice Rider and Shadow Rider that give, like, with a plus attack or plus attack ability, spread move.
I think there's a very high chance they do something. I don't know if they'll be nerfing the horses or buffing the weather duo, but something will change, because you look at, they've already buffed like nerfed Make It Rain. I mean, they've changed so many things, like moves, accuracy, base power, secondary effects, status effects. All that's been changed in even learn set PP. So much things have been changed. I think you'll find that as more things are added to the Pokedex, we're going to uncover more changes. And I would be shocked if something didn't change of the restricteds.
I think they will probably nerf the horses, especially after they nerfed Poor Zacian and Poor Zamazenta and made their ability only activate once.
Yeah.
Like, they nerf all these guys and then they're like, Ice Rider, that guy.
Well, you got to make sure you buy the Crown Tundra DLC.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The very interesting thing is that the official Pokemon Champions Twitter account has a format for posts for buffs and nerfs. So obviously I say obviously too much. It looks like it's going to be something that is semi-frequent if they have a format to deliver that information as an infographic. So whether it is per month or per regulation, I'm sure we're going to see consistent adjusting of certain things.
And I hope that they do. They've got the power. That's already
all of the with the exception of Sneasler, all of the Hisuian ones, their special attacks or their signature moves,
like Wordeer and
all of them got buffed.
Well, Stone Axe didn't, but yeah. I want to commend. I know I've rubbished on Champions quite a bit, and one thing that's been heavy on Twitter the last few days is everyone complaining about Champions confirmed pay to win because Floette won the 6,000 person Champions Festival event, and Floette's a pay to win Pokemon because you need the $90 game and blah blah blah, right? But one thing I will say good about Champions, and I am starting to enjoy playing it as I'm finding more and more cool things to use. I do like the fact that they're bringing like fast patches for bugs. Like, every couple of days it's like, right, another update. Updates are not, they only shut I think maybe it's because of Australian time, I don't notice it, but it's not really down for a long time.
Yeah, I think the patches have been at about 11 a.m. our time on a Wednesday.
And I have a job, so.
Yeah, so it doesn't affect anything.
Yeah, and I think it's good that they're fixing things as what annoys me though, and I think Tim has been arguing this as well in our subscriber Discord, on the shout out to that, is that, Ilka, I don't know why they tried to reinvent the wheel when they had all the mechanics and all the models and all the now the new animations is great, but I don't know why and every time they seem to like fix something with a new patch, then something else stops not working. Like when
That's
they
just
fixed
coding, man.
but like, do they not test it?
Of course they test it, but it's, as I've explained before, they test things in a controlled
You
environment.
keep saying this, but how do they not know that citrus berry doesn't activate? Like how that's not a
'Cause
controlled environment.
They probably aren't getting that specific situation in which it doesn't activate.
They probably think, who's going to use citrus berry? Not these guys.
Yeah,
Who cares?
why would they use citrus
Well, there's
when
only
we
about
have
four.
Oron?
There's already about 4 items in the game, so I'd be shocked if they didn't find out the citrus berry wasn't working. But I don't know. It was just weird. Like firstly, Unnerve didn't work, so they had to
Yeah.
fix that, and then citrus berry didn't work at all, regardless of Unnerve. So
Yeah.
it's a bit funny. But look, I'm glad they're addressing it at a quick pace, and I would like to give them some credit where credit is due.
Yeah. Before we move on to Scraw, do we want to touch Prague anymore or?
I want to touch Prague. It's a great city. I'd love to go back.
Yeah. It does look very pretty. It's
Anything?
safe to say that,
Any O2 droppers? We should probably mention them.
you know what? I only have it open on Top Card Explorer. I don't have it open on Lab Mouse. Shout out to Dragonite for getting 2 top 4s
Nice.
by Leonardo
DiCaprio.
Bononomi and Simone Sanvito. Let's go to Lab Mouse and
Mouse.
have a quick look. It's okay. We can cut all the silence.
No, while you're doing the silence, I want to give a shout out. Tweet of the week. I'm giving this to, I don't know if it's tweet of the week, but I want to give a shout out this player. He is a TCG player. He's Nedi Kosek on Twitter. And he's also like, that could be his name as well. I don't know, but very, very funny. He won on stream and he took his headphones off as he was celebrating the win, looked over at the crowd holding the headphones and like wiggled his finger like, no, and like put the headphones down really gently and made a big deal about it. And it was very, very funny. He was also hot as well, but that's irrelevant. So yeah, shout out to Nedi Kosek winning on stream and TCG with a very appropriate headset removal. I enjoyed it. It was very funny.
We stand people that respect equipment.
We do, because Pokemon are a small indie company and they can't afford this equipment, so we can't break it, the ones we have. It's very important that we look after it.
TOs supply most of that stuff. So why is Lab Mouse broken?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Looks like we're not touching that tournament then. It's a
Oh,
shame.
we are.
I don't know. Reg Eyes, so done with Scabby.
Well, I have to play a Scabby,
done.
so can we just give it some attention?
My condolences.
Are you sure you want to come to Melbourne?
I can't. I've got uni.
But like, aren't you just like naturally gifted and just pass like Kieran still plays and he's got uni? Like, what's your excuse?
Well, I also have a job.
So I think he does. I think.
He claims he does.
I've never seen him at work, but he claims
You've
it.
never seen me at work.
I
have.
don't think he'd lie about working
have?
at Coles. I don't think you'd lie about working at Coles. And you had a very specific rant about people packaging things in the online orders, and that's a very weird thing to make up.
Yeah, you're right. That is a really weird thing to make
Like
up.
specifically, like the like beginner baby food getting crushed. Like that's something you'd be like, oh, I'm going to have this story that I'm going to make up just full Chris on the podcast.
The more specific something is, though, the less likely people are to question it.
True.
And Ash could know this.
Ashlee, do you work at Coles?
Yes.
Okay, they've got the shifty eyes.
For legal reasons, yes.
I've got so many photos of me at work. It's getting ridiculous. Like I could show you 10 million.
Okay, several O2 droppers. So shout out to Alesso Rene Lotta, who was running Brute Bonnet,
Brute Bonnet.
Guts
Brute
Ursaluna,
Bonnet.
Koraidon, Lunala, Fluttermane, Chiyu. We also have Mike Tompkinson, who was running King Gambit, Garchomp, Charizard, Sneasler, Sinister,
Sorry?
and
Hang on a minute.
Ensign. Somebody thought that it was a champions event.
Whoopsies.
Amazing.
No, but how would they think that? Because weren't all the Terra types changed?
I don't know.
I think they were if you look at it.
Let's have a look at this.
I'm always
O2.
right.
No, you are right. Yeah. Terra Fairy, Terra Dark, Terra Steel, Terra Dragon, Terra Bug, Terra Dark. Interesting.
Hashtag clued in.
It was a physical Charizard as well.
Amazing.
No, hang on. It has Choice Band, but it had all special moves.
Whoopsie.
So special.
I think this person might just be an idiot.
King Gambit had Assault Vest and Protect.
I didn't know Chris traveled
Hey, we've
to
seen that
event.
before.
Yeah.
Wow.
Garchomp had Focus Band.
Nice.
Sneasler had Choice Scarf with Fake Out and Protect.
Heat.
Sinister had Matcha Gotcha, which means that they filled out their form wrong. And then Insin had Leftovers.
Yeah.
Because Matcha Gotcha is not an item, it's a move.
Oh, right. I see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Look,
It's like,
they
what's wrong
tried.
with Sinister having Matcha Gotcha? It's the most appropriate thing on their team.
What was this person's name?
Mike Tompkinson.
Good on your mic.
And then the
Mike.
final O2 dropper from Prague was Florian Keeganert, a French player, so I've probably butchered that. I apologize. Urshifu Rapid, Landorus, Insin, Grimsnarl, Ice Rider, and Miraidon.
Shout out to the Odrish droppers. Wow.
Good job,
There you go. I
guys.
did the soundboard for you,
Did really
Joel.
good.
You did. The worst Pokemon to take to Prague was Calyrex Ice Rider.
What?
Even though it won the whole thing.
Even though it won the whole thing, it had a minus 7% usage from day 1 to day 2.
Yes, learn this lesson. Don't run CIR.
Yeah.
Please.
Ursaluna Guts, minus 6.5. Fluttermane, minus 6. Lunala, minus 4. Miraidon, minus 4. Kyogre, minus 4. They were supposedly your worst Pokemon, even though all of them top 8'd. Your best Pokemon, Calyrex Shadow Rider, plus 14% usage from day 1 to day 2. Raging Bolt, plus 10% from day 1 to day 2. Zamazenta also plus 10%. Smeagol plus 8. God, that's fucked. Rillaboom plus 8. Terrapagos plus 7% from day 1 to day 2, if you can believe that noise. And then Chien Pao plus 4. Ogerpon Hearthflame plus 4%. They are your best Pokemon.
Cool story, bro.
I know, right? I'm clicking too many things. Your best one-off Pokemon. Let's find that one. Best one-off Pokemon. Who wants to hazard a guess? It's quite low in the ratings.
Wordia.
No.
Is it perhaps the Sneasler from this guy's team?
No.
I
No.
imagine more than one person brought Sneasler. Empoleon.
No, it was Glamora.
Huh.
Went 5-3. There was only one Glamora the whole tournament. Finished 103rd. It was, of course, on a Dondozo team because
Nice.
Why wouldn't it?
Dondozo and Tatsugiri's best performances were also 103rd at this event. The best low usage Pokemon, so sub 10 usages, was actually Rayquaza, finishing 17th.
All right.
If you can believe that. Went 17-11 overall as a Pokemon. The worst one-off Pokemon, Wochien. Actually, a lot of one-offs got 0 wins. Chestnut was taken, no wins. Scovillain, no. I think a lot of people rocked up with Champions teams because all of the bottom Pokemon at Prague are all like mainstays currently for Champions. You've got Garchomp, Primarina, Dragapult, Scovillain, Chestnut, Umbreon.
These are all just Pokemon, though. Like
Yeah.
these are Pokemon that I could see people
Pokemon.
putting onto their shitty teams and then doing badly.
Palafin, Serena, Raichu.
Like some of these Pokemon you've mentioned are not even like relevant Champions Pokemon.
It
Yeah,
could be worse.
that could be worse.
Like I've not seen a single Umbreon. I don't even think Palafin is in the game.
Palafin is much better in best of 3 from what I've seen results wise.
Oh, is it actually in ZA?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've never fucking seen it.
Sorry, it's in Champions, not
Sorry, yeah, that one.
Okay.
The Grand Champions
The
Festival.
Grand Champions Festival. I have one complaint with this one.
The time?
I mean, it was 20 rounds long, so shout out to everyone who participated in that. It was advertised as having 10,000 people, but only like 6,100 got started, which...
I mean, understandable. I imagine a lot of people registered for it because there was hype, and then it came around to it's
Yeah.
like, I can't be fucked
Yeah.
doing an online tournament that's going to run for about 20 hours.
I actually unregistered like a few days
Yeah.
before because there was like 1,000 people on a wait list.
That's probably the main thing. I'm like, there's probably people who wanted and were ready and didn't because 4,000 people just decided to not rock up, which sucks. But also 6,000 people, biggest VGC tournament ever.
Yeah, it was over 6,000. Like we're not rounding up to 6,000. There was over 6,000.
Yeah.
Huge.
And I shout out to all our subscribers. I know that I know Chestnuts did it. I know Skittles did like 4 rounds
I think
and went to
Gru
bed.
did it as well.
Gru. There was a few. There was, I don't know how many. I can't remember if Oreo did it. I don't know. There was like there's at least like 4 or 5 people that I think that did it from our subscriber base. And well done for slogging it out because I don't think it started on time. I think there was a delay. And then there were They were saying that each round was going for like 80 minutes.
Yeah.
That's horrendous.
Imagine there were people missing at 3 a.m. being like, guys, it's only up to round 4. Imagine.
Yeah. I was watching a little bit from a Hearthstone streamer that's converted to Champions to like capitalize on the hype.
Disguised Toast?
Nah, Raven, yeah. Raven HS. Apparently he's a Hearthstone caster.
Oh, yeah. No, I know the one. Yeah. The Disguised Toast has also got into it, apparently.
Yeah. And I obviously like my new favorite content, and I've never been a huge Twitch watcher person, a huge Twitch audience member. Watching people who are new to Pokemon play Champions is very entertaining.
Okay. I just get the same level of entertainment watching you play Pokemon.
Thank you. I will say I did tumble down into the 1500s.
Tumble.
You start at roughly 1800 on the doubles ladder. Once you go into Master Balls, I tumbled down to 1500 and I'm back up to about 1750. So I have found the way.
Got to the age where you, instead of falling over, you have a tumble.
Yeah.
Who was I talking to about the other day? I was like, how old do you have to be before it was X fell over or X had a fall?
It's had a fall, yeah.
I feel like I remember that conversation, but I can't remember.
Took a tumble or had a fall.
I definitely remember having that conversation with someone from the Perth VGC group.
I reckon about 35 is where it kicks in. Like if I...
No
Once you get to
way.
about 35, if you fall over, like it's very difficult to get
It'd
up.
be like 60 plus.
No way.
35.
You're not there yet. You don't understand what it's like.
I think it's contextual on fitness as well. Like
Fitness dick in your mouth.
Whoa.
All right.
like I fell over out the front of my kid's school the other day because I rolled my
For a loss.
yeah, I know. I rolled my ankle on a honky nut, but like I got up.
Honky nuts.
Yeah. I got up.
For
and
those
walked
listening outside of Australia,
It's a gum nut.
a gum nut, which is from a eucalyptus tree. We call them honky nuts.
Those are notorious for being a hazard.
They are.
Yeah. They're really like a good weight for pelting at people as well.
Yeah,
Also in the schoolyard.
So many people got in trouble in primary school for throwing honky nuts at each other.
Yeah. Get a nice egg on your head.
Also, I've seen someone come off a motorbike because they went over some honky nuts and just
Really?
Oh yeah. Well, you
lose all traction.
Your contact surface on a motorbike is really small.
Yeah.
So going over something
Do you have
hard.
a motorbike license?
I do. Yeah.
Oh. Do you have one?
No.
Oh.
I have a child.
No excuse.
And Chris has a job.
I do. It's a tough world out there, but I do have a job.
Yeah, Joel, if you had a job, maybe you'd be able to afford a motorbike.
I could afford a motorbike now if I wanted to get a divorce, which I don't particularly want to do.
Or if you sold your Pokemon card collection.
Breakups are fine. I've only had
plot.
3 mental breakdowns in the past 20 minutes.
So this 20 round
20.
fuck off, Chris.
No, I agree with Chris. 20 is too much.
Yeah.
That's too many fucking rounds for a VGC tournament.
Yeah, 20
By
round.
like 16.
Yeah. 20 round tournament, 6,000 players, was won by Mudhiman.
That's his gamer name.
That's his gamer name. They did actually post on the Twitter
Mind you, his team.
or their X or whatever it's called.
X. Oh.
Yeah, his name is his Twitter is Froggy Ragi or Ragi Mali, but his actual name.
Regav Malavia.
Yes, it's thank you.
Yeah,
And
That's his name.
they're not a he,
Regav.
they're a they.
Sorry, I do apologize. They, which is winning a 6,000. I know it's not going to get him any CP or anything. What was the first
Chris.
prize? Get them any CP. What was the first prize, money wise? They had sponsors.
I think Scraw said it was
Thousands
like,
of dollars.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like 2.5 or 3,000
Shit.
USD or something. It went, yeah. So yeah, Regav, well-known player, won with Charizard Y and Mega Floette. Standard set on the Charizard.
I think is Solar Beam standard.
Yes.
Okay.
Very, yeah.
Standard set on
So
Floette.
the Charizard, the standard one is Heat Wave, Overheat, Solar Beam, Protect.
Weather Ball is the standard currently.
And I disagree.
And it's a lot of,
So most people don't play your style of hyper offense currently.
It's
You haven't
And?
released enough episodes of the Church of the Hyper Offense yet.
you
Better
said-
get to indoctrinating.
when I started playing, and I haven't played Zard Y in a while, but when I started doing it, the norm was Overheat.
I can say in the last week, I've not had a single overheat come at me from a Charizard Y.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see what Peakalytics says.
Let's.
Because I'm ready to be wrong, but that's just very different to what I had perceived.
Garchomp with Dragon Fang, Scale Shot, Earthquake, Stomping Tantrum, Protect. The Scale Shot more unique on the Garchomp.
Can I just go back to Float quickly? You said standard. It has Light of Ruin. Like the one, I mean, I'm not in Master Ball tier, but I see a lot of Calm Mind sets. So, I mean, that's not standard for me.
Yeah, I would say
Triple Fairy coverage and Protect.
In Mega, it's in Master Ball, that's the more standard. Choppleberry, King Gambit with Kowtow, Sucker Punch, and Low Kick and Protect. Aerodactyl with Focus Sash, Rock Slide, Tailwind, Wide Guard, and Protect.
I would actually argue that Champions, because a new game comes out, new metagame, whatever. My favorite Pokemon sort of fluctuate up and down the list. Usually my top like 5 usually stay about the same, but Aerodactyl, I would argue, has slipped in. So I always liked Aerodactyl, and then TCG when there was that Arceus V, Aerodactyl V deck, I played it then, loved it. And now with Champions, Aerodactyl slipped into probably my top 20 Pokemon, I reckon. I do really love that it's doing well. I think it'll probably be less good once we get Reg MB or whatever and we get faster Pokemon like the Z Megas, but it's at the moment it's so good to see. And Rock Slide's just fucking hilarious.
It is, yeah.
Sorry, slight tangent.
No, you're good. Yeah, so that Aerodactyl not having dual wing beat, which is
the Sneasler counter.
The Sneasler counter.
And the Whimsicott counter.
Yeah. And then Choice Scarf Basculegion, with the 3 water moves and Last Respect. Of course, if you manage to keep your Basculegion around till the end and it's hitting big Last Respects, it's pretty crazy stuff.
Is it? I mean, I know that Basculegion is one of the top 5 usage and the best water Pokemon at the moment. Is it a bit weird to see on a Charizard Y Sun team? I know it's not Sun team, but it's got Zard Y on it. Basculegion, there's no Drizzle or Rain Dance on that team at all. Like it's got basically a mono water attacker.
That's fine. They all run a bit adaptability, right?
Yeah. A max attack, adamant adaptability, Basculegion in Sun has like a 50% roll to Oko and uninvested Charizard Y.
Okay.
So like
gambling, you should play it. Actually, you'd love this shit.
50-50
gambling.
Also, like you said, there's multiple. Like there's a Mega Floette on this team as well.
Yeah.
They could simply just not bring Zard Y. They don't have to set the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting.
And just like adaptability, Wave Crash hits like a bus.
Yeah. So currently for Charizard, Overheat has roughly 10% usage.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Yeah.
10% as opposed to 50%. So you're correct. There's way more Weather Ball going around, which is news to me. In fact, what was interesting is there's actually more Flare Blitz than there is Overheat.
Yeah, because Charizard X.
The randoms who are playing Zard X, yeah.
I think, so 86% of Charizards are Charizard Y and then 12.5% are Charizard X.
And then some absolute mad lads. What was that? 2%? 2% of the population running around with a Charizard no Mega.
When we started recording, Wolfie was number 1 in the world in Master Ball in doubles, and he's gone down to 2nd since we started recording.
It must be nice to just be like, your job is just to like get Master Ball rank 1 every day on Champions as your job.
Yeah.
You got the hours to put into it and a team of people to make videos about it.
Do we count that as a job though, Chris?
I don't know. Mega
Dude's a millionaire. I call it a job.
2nd place. I don't even know his Twitter name. It's like Mega Umbreon V on Twitter, but his game name was Amethyst in the Champions Festival. He got 2nd place. He had a Mega Frostlass with Protect Blizzard, Shadow Ball, Aurora Veil, Terra. Why has it got? Oh no, it's not Terra type. It's just a secondary typing. Lol. I'm so used to looking for terrors because I'm playing Reg Eye on the ladder at the moment. We got King Gambit with Choppleberry, Protect, Kowtow, Clear, Sucker Punch, Low Kick. We have Focus, Sash, Basculegion, Adaptability, Protect, Liquidation, Last Spect, Aquajet.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
because
I like
you're not taking recoil, and a Basculegion needs to use like 14 EVs to not get OHKO'd by Sucker Punch.
Okay. So
you can do it with 1 HP and 13 defense EVs. It's the cheapest way to guarantee you don't get OHKO'd by
Max Investment King Gambit.
Max Investment King Gambit, yeah.
Dragonite, Dragon Fang. So he had 2 speed controls on the team. So the first one was Dragonite with Dragon Fang, Multiscale, Dragon Claw, Extreme Speed, Low Kick, Tailwind. And there was also Milotic, Citrus Berry, Competitive, Protect, Scald, Icy Wind, Life Dew. I'm really, really rating Melodic right now myself.
Have you used the coil hypnosis build?
No, because I don't think
fucked.
that's the correct. I'm not just saying that. Me and a few other people have discussed this. I don't think that's the way to go. Personally, I think you really want ice coverage if you haven't got this team's got Frostlass, right? But,
yeah.
The final one, by the way, is White Herb Sneasler with the standard moves and Fake Out. So I think Melodic should have Scold, Ice Beam, Icy Wind, Protect.
No recover?
I don't think you need recover. I think you've got Citrus Berry is all right on there, and it's bulky enough as it is. But I think it's not a mon that's like sweeping teams unless it gets a competitive boost. Then they have to respect it. But I think if you're supporting things with Icy Wind and just like threatening Garchomp with Ice Beam, threatening other dragon types. This one had Life Dew, which is different. It doesn't have the Ice Beam. But yeah, mine at the moment, Scald, Ice Beam, Icy Wind, Protect. I think, I'm finding it really, really good. But we'll see. Yeah, I still feel like this metagame is not stabilized just yet. I know everyone's like, oh, it's kind of like there's not enough good Pokemon, not enough good items. It's just Mega Floette and friends and blah, blah, blah and pay to win and all that stuff. But I actually think that people are going to start cooking. Like, for example, you just said like max investment King Gambit. People know that how to invest a Basculation to survive a Sucker Punch, right? Yeah. What if some people just start putting black glasses on King Gambit and don't tell anyone? That's going to suddenly do well. I think there will be more and more. I don't think it's going to, because this format's 4 months long, right? Or until end of June, or so 3 months long.
Yeah, I think we're playing MA in NAIC and then MB at Worlds.
That's what it should definitely be. We need.
I mean, it should. Ideally, it shouldn't be. We don't want a fresh format for Worlds. That's fucked up.
Nowhere to
We had
practice.
it for Reg D as well, and everyone complained, and it was a clusterfuck, and they're doing it again.
But that was, I don't know. Reg D was also like the deal. No, the home
compatibility, all the starters and
they only gave
genies.
They only gave players 3 weeks or something to sort it out. Because the integration was done really late.
All I'm saying is I think there'll still be changes and optimizations well until NAIC there will still be some cool stuff popping up.
Yeah, 100%. Let us dive into the metagame of this.
If we must.
Because there is so many people and so much data, nearly every Pokemon has a win percentage of 50% in this, right? So like Sneasler, 3,090 usages, 50.5% usage in the tournament, 50.2% win rate. So like obviously the data is going to be skewed that way, but the metagame currently for this is best of 3, and I'll tell you when it deviates from the online ladder. So Sneasler at number 1, Garchomp at number 2, Incin at number 3, King Gambit at number 4, Sinister at number 5, and Basculegion at number 6. This is switched compared to the in-game ladder. In-game has Basculegion above Sinister.
Yeah.
Aerodactyl at number 7, Charizard at number 8. Then Milotic is number 9 in-game, but Rotom Wash was number 9 here.
Yep. With
Milotic number 10. And then from there, it gets all over the place a bit. So in this tournament, Tyranitar, Farigiraf, Floette. So the number 3 most used potential mega. Pelipper, Wims, Venusaur, Frostlass, Arch, Corviknight, Delphox is your top however many that is. The best stat to come out of this tournament, hazard a guess at the number 1 winningest Pokemon.
Can I have a feeling I know what it is. Is it something that Mark would appreciate because of a ZA reference?
Yes, it is.
Watchog?
Watchog was the winningest Pokemon in this tournament.
Shout out to Elijah Thaz Kid.
Yeah. So they brought Watchog. Apparently took multiple scalps on stream.
They went 7-2 in day 1.
And then 9-4.
And finished 9-4, yeah.
So they took a Troupleberry Watchog with Analytic. Forgive me for not knowing what the fuck Analytic does.
If it's the last Pokemon to move, its attacks will be like double stab or something.
I believe it's a 1.5 boost if it moves after the target, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Basically, it has to move last.
Either way, Choppleberry, I believe, is fighting resist berry.
Yes.
So takes half damage from a super effective fighting type attack.
Yeah. So that was Crunch, Hypnosis, Low Kick, Ice Punch.
Insane.
Choice Scarf.
Insane.
Yeah. Choice Scarf, Garchomp with Dragon Claw, Rock Slide, Stomping Tantrum, and Earthquake. A Silk Scarf for Farigiraf with Psychic, Helping Hand, Dazzling Gleam, and Hyper Voice.
Crazy.
Charizard Y with Solar Beam, Heat Wave, Dragon Pulse, and Protect.
Wild.
Dragon Pulse is a move that is picking up on Charizard Ys for obvious reasons.
Close team sheet cheese. Yeah.
Yeah. Roselli Berry Sableye.
Just very
Fairies is with Reflect, Thunder Wave, Foul Play, and Quash. And then Focus Sash, Protean, Meowscarada with Flower Trick, Low Kick, Sucker Punch, and Triple Axle.
Sorry, I just looked it up. Specifically, Analytic is if it's the last Pokemon to move and it's a 1.3 boost.
Oh, I thought it was higher than 1.3.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. Does Analytic Hypnosis like guaranteed 3 sleep turns or something? It hits a harder sleep.
That would be funny. The answer is no, in case anyone's wondering, but that would be very funny.
It would
I can't
be.
believe you. I mean, not only bringing Watchog, but running like Hypnosis Watchog is outrageous.
Now, the stats on Limitless are a little bit iffy because Mega Pokemon and their standard Pokemon are separated based on however somebody's entered them in. So somebody could have put Garchomp on their team with the Garchompite and it wouldn't appear as Mega Garchomp in the list unless they said Mega Garchomp with Garchompite. So technically the second best one-off is, and the second best winning Pokemon was Mega Garchomp going 4-2. So it's hard to say
If it's legit or not.
Yeah. Morpeko, 61% win rate.
Didn't even know it was in the game.
Yeah, same.
Persimmon, 58% win rate.
I rate Persimmon.
Yeah.
Also didn't know it was in the game.
I did. I've been considering cooking with it.
Slurpuff is like a top 20 win percentage. And again, it's the data. The data really is all over the place. So if we just go to phase 2 and we have a look at win percentages in phase 2. So Paldean Taurus Aqua Breed, number 1 Pokemon in day 2. Beartic, second best Pokemon in day 2. Hisuian Typhlosion, third best. Lucario shared top 4 with Morpeko in day 2. And then Pokemon with win percentages above 60% in phase 2. Vanilluxe, Sharpedo, Camerupt, Rampardos, Umbreon, Simipour, Halifin, Hatterene, Oranguru, Hisuian Arcanine. What does Simipour even do?
It's
Fake
got
out.
Scald and Fake Out and it's fast. It's like 98 speed or something and 92 special. Fucking Scoot Easy's piloting it at the moment and trying to pedal that shit on his
Mystic Water with Torrent.
YouTube.
Scald, Flip Turn, Icy Wind, Fake Out.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate.
It's I still think it's like a worse Taurus Aqua Breed or like a worse Gyarados or a worse Basculesian or a worse Melodic.
Look, if you're
or
trying...
a worse Rotom Wash.
If Simipour is your favorite Pokemon and you're trying to get Simipour Professor...
If Simipour is your favorite Pokemon, you probably need some like mental health examination done on you.
Yeah, honestly.
But yeah, the in-game ladder currently pretty much reflects that, which we saw in the tournament.
Yeah, and that was the Champions Festival?
That was the Champions Festival was its name. I'm just going to quickly find out the least used Pokemon on the ladder right now, just in case anyone wants to give it some love. Gourgeist, Watchog are the bottom 3 Pokemon for usage in
you say
in
Gourgeist,
Champions.
like different sizes of Gourgeist.
Yeah, different sizes.
I kind of love that people like have to like register different like forms of Gourgeist. I guess they do have different stats. Well, Ashlee, what's it going to take to get you into Champions? Like, when are you going to start on like your uni break? When you get fired from Coles? Like what's?
Well, I hope I don't get fired from Coles. I guess I'll start it like when I get the chance. Like I've just submitted a literature review last night. I'm still a bit after that. So
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
okay.
Orthworm is the 67th most used Pokemon.
6-7.
Did you need to say that?
Yeah, because you like Orthworm.
I do. I don't like the 6-7 meme though.
And Lopunny, unfortunately, is not 69th anymore.
Oh, Devo.
That has gone to Greninja.
Fucking Greninja.
Yeah, so use Lopunny less, guys, so that Lopunny can go back to 69th in usage.
My funny's if it just had double edge. I don't know what game or Ilka or whoever. It's just some of the move pools make no sense.
I'm enjoying
Okay.
Hot take, I know.
I mean, I'm not enjoying it. I just think it's some questionable things. That's all I'm saying. I need to do my dailies today, actually. After we finish recording, I need to do my daily mission slop.
Darts is Chris Hahn shot up to top 25 for in-game ladder.
Well done, Chris Hahn.
Shout out, friend of the show. Are there any? I think Paul Chuo is still in the top 5, also a friend of the show.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken to any Japanese players.
Well, Alice is a Japanese player.
I don't think he doesn't, I don't know his in-game.
Maybe he's got a secret identity in the game.
He could
Good luck in the qualifying in Japan, Alistair. We're all rooting for you.
This weekend, I believe.
Scary. We are going to do, we should probably plug this, Joel.
We should.
We are going to do an O2 drop GC stream. And because we can't get any CP in this stream, it's this weekend starting like the 1st of May. We can't do any, we can't like, there's nothing on the line for us. We can be silly and bring the most heinous jank, drink shots again, get messy and politically incorrect on stream.
We can do all those things.
I think you need another DEI.
Are you trying to snag an invite to the GC stream?
You don't even play the game.
Yeah.
That would make it better.
You just asked me what it would take to get me to start playing the game.
All right,
you've
got 6 days. Well, no, you've got 4 days to.
Well, how many people are we going to have on the stream then?
I don't know. We'll just have a rotation system. We'll just scrim some GLC in the background.
Oh God.
I want to give a quick read out Alex Underhill's tweet, which I really thought was interesting and agree with. This is from a few days ago. I can't think of a time in VGC history when rain was the worst weather, but right now sun, snow and sand are all outplacing it in tournaments. Wild. And then the discourse became like, it's probably because rain got shafted because they don't have a mega Pokemon that sets weather.
There's no mega for rain.
And there's also not that many Swift Swim users in the game either.
And even if there are, people tend to be running them as adaptability.
Yeah. So
also, our Charliodon actually got nerfed into the ground.
True, with their body press.
Like, body press taken away and no assault vest.
I actually think that...
Nah, I'm not sympathetic. Fuck our Charliodon.
I have been having a lot of fun with Max Sturdy Arch because people still expect stamina.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird because rain has always been like the best weather, like in history of Pokemon.
Historically, it's been very good. Yeah, I'm surprised to hear that it's the worst. Sorry, I wasn't I wasn't thinking that it was the worst, but I'm actually not surprised to hear it when I think about it.
Yeah. I'm looking at Mega Pokemon that have not come in the first wave of the Megas. Yeah. So the Megas that we don't know the abilities of yet. So I'm just thinking, like, is it possible that something could still get Drizzle? The options are Mega Dragalge, Mega Golisopod, Mega Tatsugiri.
Surely Mega Tats.
There's no way they give
Barbaracle.
Mega Tatsugiri Drizzle.
You don't think?
Fuck no.
It's possible. Any of these are physically possible because they're all like based on water type Pokemon.
I'd also be very surprised if they give Golisopod Drizzle.
Same.
Well, actually, same for Dragalge as well.
It would remove its fire weakness. It'd be cooking.
Or limit its fire weakness.
It's not thematic. It also turns off, like it stops being a water type when it Mega Evolves.
Yeah.
It could still do a dance for the rain.
They could just fuck Excalibur.
Unless they retcon an old Mega, it's not looking like there's any other
Swampert or something.
Yeah, like Swampert exactly.
But then it loses Swift Swim and it's probably worse.
Yeah.
So we may not. Sharpedo. Yeah, well, Sharpedo is in the game and it's definitely still got strong jaw.
Poor Sharpedo.
Sharpedo.
I think everyone was just relying on Mega Drumper getting Drizzle and then it didn't get it and everyone's like,
panic.
I can't see. To them, I say rip bozo.
Pretty much.
I'm looking at the rest of them, and I'm not going to be near the Z Megas. I don't think. Yeah, we may not. But there's still there's a non-0% chance that we do get a Drizzle Mega. But yeah, I think Mega Dragalge. I don't know if there's some sort of thematic thing there, but that's possible. And Tatsugiri, it would be awkward because if it does it, that means you can't run Dondozo because it loses Commander. So you have to like Mega it to set Rain and then you're stuck with a Pokemon that's actually not good stat-wise. But we all thought the Scovillain was shit stat-wise.
Yeah.
And look at it now.
Yeah,
number one Mega on the ladder. Like because of Wolf got click. Yeah, he got number one with it. So who knows? Maybe we'll get a Drizzle Mega.
Who does know? Anyway, that'll about do it. Unless you have, and I've been told off for not asking this for the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, Chris?
Not off the top of my head, but I'd love Ashlee to shout out her posse. Who you want to shout out?
shout out to everyone.
Everyone.
But in particular, I guess the group of friends, the VGC group of friends that I have right now who have been dragged into playing Among Us a few times. Christian, Jacob, Connor, Isaac, and Ethan, and Tim. I won't forget Tim this time.
There you go, Tim. She didn't forget you.
Shout out, Tim. We stand the Gen Zers.
We
just
do?
like Mark.
No, because Mark's Gen Z and now I've lost faith in Gen Z.
Oh, and Tom. Tiger Tom. Almost
Tiger
forgot him.
Tom. Yeah.
Mark, any final thoughts before you yell at me?
Yell at you, Joel? That's not true. I yell at you frequently and for good reason.
Fair.
Joel, I need you to know I never yell at you unless you deserve it. But I don't know if I have any shout outs. I probably don't have a video coming out this week because
It's lazy.
pretty much, no excuse. I just
Time is hard to find.
didn't get around to recording anything. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a stream later in the week, but we do have the GC stream coming up.
We do. And we will do Bottom Cut FM soon.
Joel said it would be this Friday, but it looks like we're doing the
completely
GC
forgot
stream
about
instead.
the GC being a thing. So apologies to our subscribers and listeners. If you're not a subscriber, you can come and hang out when we do
The GC?
the Bottom Cut FM and the GC this weekend. Please.
Comment on the stream. It's always an entertaining stream no matter what happens. And yeah, when they do the FM, if you also hate women like Ashlee, feel free to call in and let us know.
Guys, it's just a joke. I love women.
Yeah, I was going to
How
say,
much do you
if
love
you
them?
hate women, please feel free to keep that to yourself. We do not want to hear about it in the call-in show.
Any final thoughts, Ash?
No, I don't think so.
Amazing. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you coming out and discussing sexism and your introduction to Pokemon.
I look forward to seeing everyone in Melbourne. Team Chris's summit is going to be ongoing. I've got the week off work before Melbourne Regionals. We'll have the beanies arrive. Be very exciting. Some
and
winter merch.
Merch should be with Chris in Melbourne. I'll
Yes.
get an update on that and I'll
And
post
if you
it in
haven't
the
got
Discord.
if you haven't got an O2 Drop sticker yet and you're in Australia and you're going to regionals, come and find us. We're not hard to find.
No, I have a fresh batch of 500 to be handed out.
Oof, hot off the press.
Hot off the presses. Thank you so much to all our listeners. We appreciate you. We appreciate everyone engaging with the potty. We will be back next week as always. Please do consider joining the Bottom Cut if you would like to support the running of this podcast. We would appreciate additional people joining our Discord and joining the community. Until next time, friends.
Should I put Ashlee back in the sack?